liking how that starting soon is looking like it's dragging. Guten Morgen, half a day, again. My computer has just been having a bit of a tizzy this past week, but I finally figured out how to get this game out of full screen mode so I can watch the drop frames and the, health of the internet. It looks good. What I'm noticing is like, my OBS is also lagging. And I'm like, is it because I don't have it in its like full screen mode? Maybe. All the prayers for a stream that work properly. Thank you, Lewis. Heck yeah. Oh, I already have it. I have to just say start. Okay. Everything seems to be moving smoothly. Curse contains adult themes, blood, jump scares, flashing lights, recommend headphones, and dimmed lights to fully enjoy the game experience. I'm sitting here in the dark, praying my stream works because it has not been working for the past couple days. It was only a little stressful, but I can. Hope everyone's having a wonderful time. Alright. We read this when we first played. I didn't save any of the footage, so it's just on my Twitch. Because I was like, there's no reason to save super laggy footage of me just being like, this is not fun. My thing is not working. So it's like, I'm here to investigate a house that's spooky, and there was a murder recently. People keep dying. This house, even though it's supposedly abandoned, that's kind of the long and short of it. So it's like, I'm new to this team. They want me to investigate. Nah, 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 nah. Right? Let's all hope it works out today, because I was so ready to stream those dev games, and I was like, yeah, with how it's been, I'm like, this would be not a great way to show off someone's hard-earned game. What up, Oxenfree? Heck yeah. Playing a spooky game today. Do the manual. I will reread the manual. It's been a couple days. Dialogue, flashlight, F, flashlight UV, hold the right mouse button. Okay. That's what I needed. Maybe head to the manor. Let's do this. And this is where the game crashed last time. So far, no drop frames. Everything seems to be holding steady. I'm hoping just given the, the little router couple day break, cleared out whatever bad IPs or whatever. You arrive at the manor. The cab driver waits for you to exit the vehicle. Investigate the manor exterior. Just make sure there's like nothing I gotta do out here. Oh my god, Trent, stop. You're gonna make me cry. Right, knocking on wood, knocking on all the wood. Thanks, Trent. We stand just outside the entry doors to the irritated manor. I have so many questions because I'm not keeping my eye on Fish Tank, but just like every now and then I pop in right before work for 3 minutes and just read and be like, oh my goodness. But thank you for the sub, Trent. I super appreciate it. Might as well get out of the cold. Alright, so far so good. I think I have to get Frosty Tools a membership so that way I can use all my emotes. Investigate the manor doors. The manor doors are locked. The key the agency provided is in my backpack. Let's open this backpack and find the key. The game will always open your backpack when an item is needed. Click on the key icon and then click on the door to use it. Oh, top right. It's cute key. Oh, Jesus. There you go. You unlock the doors. You can press the I or B key to open and close the backpack. But hello. Welcome in, everybody, welcome in. The doors are unlocked. Time to get out of the snow. Open the manor doors. Jesus. All my audio just peaked. Oh, just as cold in here as it is outside. Doubtful. Okay, got a little foyer area for the shoes. Dark in here as well. Good thing they provided that flashlight. What, F? Yeah, there we go. With the flashlight on, hold the right mouse button to activate the UV feature. Right. Recharge time. Oh, you have to like wait a couple seconds and then it goes full blast? Got it. Will help deplete quickly, but recharge once the right mouse button is no longer held. Okay. Practice using the UV feature may be a good idea to get used to it. Like a blank. Okay, so it's got like a decent amount. And then if you wait, what one is this to be? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, it takes a couple seconds to recharge it. I figure we go with the shorter game out of the two. It's supposedly Curse can be done in like an hour, which is a bit stuck. There we go. And then if we have enough time before work, we can try the That's Not My Neighbor. As you enter, you notice your cell phone has gone completely dead. Stupid phone, I just charged it. Ghosts. Well, I'm off to a great start. Might as well look around. The manor's remarkably well maintained for as long as it's been abandoned. Ghosts. Maids. The research photos made it look like a dump. Oh. In it. I'm in the ghost zone. What the fudge? No. What the fudge was that? There's a weird light coming from the second floor entrance. This might be our first ghost. I'm gonna do my best to not scream, because Mr. Meep is sleeping. What is this, Luigi's Mansion? Oh. I don't think I want to go that way. Okay, guess we're gonna go that way. Whatever that thing is, it locked the upstairs door. I'll investigate the first floor for now. Oh, maybe the reason it's cold in here is because you don't close the door. Maybe if I go outside, my cell phone will reactivate. Yeah. Wait, no. You hear an ominous click as the front and vestibular doors lock. So, guess it's just the lady of the house. Welcome to Theratine Manor. Okay, we got the library, we got the desk, got the grandfather clock, and the dining room. I guess we'll just start left to right. Library door. Door's locked. I need to find the key. Well, that was that was fast. Okay, let's go to the desk. You notice that the phonograph turntable is spinning. Phonograph? I wonder who turned this on. You know, what is the difference between a phonograph and a gramophone? Hold on. Questions. What is the difference between a phonograph and a gramophone? Primary difference. The fundamental technical difference between a phonograph and a gramophone is the recording medium. A phonograph uses spinning cylinders, while a gramophone uses flat discs. Oh. I was wondering because I was like, this looks like a gramophone, not a phonograph. Because if you recall from our Sherlock days, the phonograph was like a big cylindrical thing and it was super fragile. Like, the fact we even have some in this day and age is like a miracle. This should be interesting. Pretending to be. You put the phonograph needle onto the record.
Welcome to Atherton Manor. I'm delighted you decided to come. I do hope you find your stay here enlightening. The answers that you seek are here, I assure you. I must caution you, though, the spectacles beholden to this manor house are certainly not for the timid. As for your intentions to purge this home of its unique energies, I will inform you that my manor has stood with its occupants intact for nearly a century. The house protects itself. Now, off you go. You have much to explore and many new friends to meet.
The recording seems rather specific for a generic welcoming message. Right? It's just like, It's almost as if Edgar Etheridge knew I was coming. Maybe because he's a ghost here. Yes, yeah, turn it off. Phonograph is now off. Wait, there's a picture I could have investigated over there. Oh. Well, that's on you, Nina. No picture for you. Which the fuck, grandfather clock. Investigate the grandfather clock. Huh, it's still running. Who could be winding this old clock? Probably him. Okay, to the dining room door then. I like the look of it. The door is locked. The key has got to be around here somewhere. Okay. Bookcase. Bookcase. Carpet. Did we hide the key under the carpet? Started replaying the Metro games for no reason at all. Definitely not related to the announcement 2 days ago. Right? They're like, boom, boom. And what's so funny is that people are like, oh, IGDB leaked the story. It's like, no. No, we did not. Like, if you read the changes, you'll see that it was submitted by Deep Silver. So, like, Deep Silver's the one that accidentally revealed it. Alright, looks like a newspaper clipping. Investigation at Blood Manor. I'm detecting some paranormal residue on this paper. Okay. Newspaper dated August 31st, 1984. Yeah, it looks like such a good game. Can't wait. Wait, leaked story? The heck did I miss? What happened? Oh, did you not see? So, like, there was a whole thing for a hot second. Like, it got posted on, I think, like, the Metro Reddit, where they're like, hey, the story of the game, like, what this game is gonna be about. Like, they're like, oh, it got leaked on this website. And it's like, no, it did not get leaked on the website. Somebody who worked for the company accidentally put it out a little too early. So I think, like, what? Hunter's in it, and then some other person. But it's like, you know, kind of like when you read the back of a game cover box where it's like, you're so-and-so, and this is what you'll be doing on this adventure in this game. I think it's still out there. It's like a pretty good story, too. So, it looks really good. The page showcases an interview with the Wallace Paranormal team members. I'm not one of them. Read the page. Leave now or suffer their fate. You know, I tried, but somebody locked the door. See, I never get when ghosts do this. That has to do with psychometry. Sometimes the visions are pleasant, sometimes not. It's like, ghosts, you're giving me mixed signal here. I wanted to leave, and then you locked me in. And now you're telling me to leave again. But you locked me in. Okay, so clearly that is not the key. Ooh, but it says approach the desk again. Maybe now I can investigate the painting. Did it get leaked before the trailer? I want to say so. Because when did the trailer come out? The key. The library key. Nice. Right, it's like, meh. Like, technically, you could see it as being leaked because, like, they didn't intend for it to go out before the trailer, but then it did. Now I want to make a ghost game where you can just leave and the game just ends. Do it, Harold. Do it. You made such a beautiful game with the, like, pull the lever, and it's like, perfect. Game's over. First chance I got, game over. Because I'm like, you know, the ghost said leave, so I was like, cool. I'm gonna leave. Why can't I leave? You told me to leave. But heck you, Harold. Because the trailer did talk very openly about the Hunter being in it. Yeah, I think it leaked before the trailer dropped. That's why everybody was posting about it in the Reddit. The key from the drawer should work here. I'll get it out of my backpack. My backpack. Be the best game ever. People were like, what? It's like, yeah. You can leave whenever you want. Trailer dropped 4 days ago. Oh, that sounds about right. Here, let me check my Discord, because I'm sure if I open this door, I'm gonna get spooky monsters yelling at me. I'm just gonna put this word and see if that pops up quicker. Yeah, 7 days ago this was posted. Let me see, when was it posted on Reddit? Yeah, 8 days ago. We're talking about the new Metro 2039, how the story, quote unquote, got leaked by supposedly IGDB, and it's like, no, it did not get leaked by IGDB. The people that are making the Metro game are like, here, we want to, update our page for this game. And we're like, cool, update the page. And then people are like, wait, what? The trailer hasn't dropped yet. Why is this story out? And it's like, you submitted it for your game. Were you not ready to put it out yet? Yeah, so 8 days ago, Metro 20 is the next landmark FPS from acclaimed storytellers, journeying in the dark heart of post-apocalyptic Moscow in a harrowing conflict of the very soul of the Metro. The year is 2039. For a quarter century, the last survivors of nuclear war have been locked in a bitter conflict in the Metro tunnels beneath the poisoned city of Moscow. Now, finally, they have been united by a single leader, a fanatical Spartan known as Hunter. It's like, but that is no peace. Hunter's Noverk regime rules through the propaganda and fear, subjugating the population in the name of a new war for the surface against a dark and terrifying enemy. In the wilderness beyond the city, the reclusive stranger is haunted by violent waking nightmares. When the ghosts of his past force him out of exile, he must undertake a harrowing journey into the shattered ruins of Moscow, to the one place he swore he'd never go, the Metro. Experience the most shocking Metro adventure yet in a powerful single-player story that weaves exploration, survival, combat, and stealth across a hauntingly beautiful but deadly with unparalleled immersion, inspired by the worldwide book. Must be a popular game for people to notice. I mean, it's the Metro series, so that's probably why, because it's based off the world best-selling Metro book, trilogy by Dmitry Glukhovsky. That's a pretty cool game. Ooh. How would Harrod's vampires work in a Metro setting? The library opens door with a demonstrative groan. Alright, into the library. I'm ready for ghosts. UV. Investigate the painting, why not? This is a portrait of the Count of Saint Germain. Odd choice for a portrait, perhaps Aetherian admired him in some way? Yeah, so the trailer dropped 4 days ago, and this story was revealed 9 days ago. Then, boom, boom. Alright, enter the library main. My sixth sense is kicking off. This room contains a high amount of paranormal energy. Very diehard? I'm not diehard. I just thought it was finally a cool game. I'll say this. The game physics, hilarious. So much ragdolling. Okay, got bookcase. Library bathroom door. Oh! Bathroom for your library? I mean, it makes sense. You smell all these books and you gotta go. Let's see what we got here. Anything? We got head. Oh, let's spin back around if I want to see that side. Cool. So, bookcase. The Rig Vita, the Book of St. Crispin, the Four Koras. A very impressive collection. Nice. This is in the bathroom. Let's investigate the bottom shelf. These volumes cover various religious rituals from all over the world. Okay. The Arcane Grimoire series. Excellent. Yes, good taste. Okay. Oh, investigate the missing space. There's a volume missing from the shelf. I wonder where it could be. I might leave. Maybe I should check out the other bookcases. Push the bookcase. Oh, there's a door back there. And there's some ghost lady outside. Huh. That book is ancient. All these other books are far more recent. I'm assuming that one? This one? No. Which one's ancient? They all look ancient. I mean, technically, if it was an ancient book, I guess it could be a scroll. Investigate the book. Wow, the Grimnorium Burum. I think you belong on the other bookcase. I'm gonna grab ya. You take the grimoire out of them and put it in your backpack. I'm waiting for it to, like, pop out. Ghost lady outside will ask her inside or she'll freeze to death. Oh, wait. You should fit perfectly within that space. Which is interesting that she's outside. Because normally with, like, house hauntings, the whole, like, theory is that they have to stay inside the house. Inside the space of the house. Because inside is contained, outside is constantly changing. I was right. Better leave the book here, though. The rumors say that it is strongly cursed. Didn't see that coming. Sorry, that is a big spider web. This must have been Edgar Therian's private study. Is that a rabbit cooking somebody? Okay, painting. Yeah, approach the painting. Do you think ghosts could get cold too? I kind of want to say no, because they're dead. Chinese watercolor, probably 16th century. The rabbit isn't a Chinese sign, but more a symbol performing some sort of activity. Alright, or they're always cold because, you know, dead bodies are cold. They no longer feel the warmth of life. Looks like it's stirring something within the drum. I mean, based off the shape of what he's using, it looks like that thing they used to... Not rice. But it's like, you normally see like two people working it, like one person smacks it with that type of stick and the other person like folds it and it's just like bump, bump, bump. Kind of what it looks like. What? Some intriguing books on the table. I'll say. There's a book that I'm not familiar with. It's open to the page that discusses the rude immortalis. Immortality, I see. The rune is categorized as a parasitic bond rumored to grant undying life to its possessor. Okay, but like, what do I have to give? Parasite usually means it takes something, but if I'm immortal, what is it taking? It is activated via symbol-based ritual that demands a host. I got that, but what is it taking? What's the cost? Blood. The book also states another item is required to perform the ritual once a host is found. Sounds like I'm about to become immortal. Interesting. There's also a few of Anturian's notes regarding the grimoire here. Okay, investigate the pages. Alright, investigate the pages. Right, I think I might be streaming again too. These notes describe a banishment technique I am unfamiliar with. Ooh. Banishment of controlled spirits, which differs from my training back at corporate. I should keep it in mind. Corporate? Alright, start the ritual. Or starting. Banishment rules are very specific and must be conducted at the site of the victim's death. The order of the steps is critical. If done out of order, it will enrage the spirit. You did it the wrong way! Protection from the spirit. First it calls for protection circle of salt, then a binding sigil of sage, each followed by words of activation. Oh, it always goes well. Prepare the spirit for banishment. Once protected from the spirit, you must speak the words of power to subjugate it. Words of power. There. Banish the spirit. Once subjugated, the spirit can then be commanded to leave. Get out. Get out here. Get. This information may come in handy. I'm glad I found this room. Go on, get. You are pushed out of the room by a supernatural force. I think the spirits are upset that I saw that banishment ritual. I need to be careful. Okay. Well, I guess it's time for the bathroom. Open the library bathroom door. Enter the library bathroom. Bro, why is that toilet so high? Something is up with this bathroom, getting a strong paranormal vibe. The mirror is really dirty. I can't even see my reflection. Bro, let me look at it. They won't even let me look at the very high toilet. Alright. Paranormal energy coming from the sink. Blood? Dead person? Somebody put down the drain? Some old stains in the sink. Could be rust. Could be something else. Boom, boom. Read the sink? Sure, I'll give it a read. Blood begins to bubble and spurt from the drain. Oh god, that smell. Disgusting. Okay, we'll leave the sink. No, I think that's dirt. Oh yeah, that looks healthy. Someone will pay. The spirits are feeding off of my anxiety. I have to keep it together. Pay for what? Not your power, bro. I don't live here. Getting out of this bathroom should help clear my head a bit. Okay. I imagine I was looking for a key for the other room, right? Oh, library exit door. Bookcase. Let me check out this bookcase. Also, there's windows. Why can't I just break a window and crawl out that way? Several books on the occult here. Dajin Yoju, Connotation of Volition, Tobin Spirit something, solid collection, but nothing remarkable. Investigate the third library bookshelf. No human being would stack books like this. Yeah, because that book looks like it's floating. See, why can't I just skedaddle out these windows? Alright. Why do I hear a piano? Get out of here. I know I'm on easy mode, but still, I don't know when I'm supposed to use the UV light. I haven't used it yet, and I'm wondering if that's like the perk of easy mode. You don't have to worry about it. This hallway is unnaturally cold. Go to the parlor. Open the parlor hallway door. Bro, what spiders do you have here? Looks like an old closet. Something is dripping from the ceiling. Ew. Come into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. Apparently. Okay, I'll investigate. Looks like a trapdoor that leads to the second floor. Why would it lead down into a closet? Oh, it's dripping from the cracks. It looked like blood, right? Perhaps quite literally this place. And bye, flies. Oh wow, look at the wall. It's like the weird skull heart apples. Okay. Ooh, I can approach the window. Approach the window. The manor grounds are blanketed in snow. A thick fog chokes the tombstones. Isn't that thick? Looks like a family cemetery. Look out the hallway window. It's a family affair. I mean, there's potentially kind of normal but disgusting explanation. Somebody spilled old tomato sauce up there. And, you know, this place has been in for years, so it just finally like cracked, and now it's just like moldy tomato sauce. Someone will pay. Get out of here. Pay for what? Is she trying to warn me or threaten me? I mean, I said no to the power bill, so maybe the water bill. Maybe the cleaning fee? I imagine it'd probably be the cleaning fee. Can't imagine how long it takes to clean this place. I ain't paying their power bill. They're the ones who left all the lights on. Well, that is a fireplace. I agree. Got some nice molding. There's the fireplace. Is there anything else they want me to interact with? Nope. Alright, fireplace. The gate is locked. I'll have to find the key. Okay. Why? If it's something shiny's in there. If it's to get the scissors, I'm pretty sure I can just put my hand through it. Can't reach it. I have to get the gate open to get it. It's called an arm. And if not that, let's see. You could break this lamp and get that handle. And then attach it. What's that scratching sound? I might have rats. Yeah, let's see if there's something in the chest we can use. Like a stick. Another locked chest. Alright. Nope. Nope. Chest. I don't see them coming out of the floor, but you know. Let me guess, you need that shaped key? A locked chest. Looks like I need to find yet another key. Look at your hands. You can't fit them through, right? I'm just like... Now, where would I hide a key for a small chest? Did that knock come from the closet? Probably. I love that. Where would I get this key? You're like, oh. The ghosts are telling me where. Closet door. Yeah. Thought I heard a knock from behind the door. Sorry, I'm taking sippies. Sounds like an invitation. I kind of live our investigator. Spooky spirits are constantly leaving weird messages for me. And now they're knocking on a door. It's probably an invitation. Is the final boss a giant spider? Because holy fudge. Ew, this room is a mess. Okay, it's been abandoned. Search behind the vase? Sure, search behind the vase. Spiders! Oh no! Oh! Do I need to tell them to go away? No, they're just little tarantulas, I think. Sorry, that one spider who just like boop 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 just like fell off was too funny. Poor guy. He just went, oh. Oh, sweet. Got a key. Meep meep spooters. Hello, Crimson Heckian. Key looks small enough to fit the chest near the fireplace. You take the key and put it in your backpack. Alright, let me check this chest. Better get out of here before one of them spiders lands on me. Oh, okay, never mind. Not that chest. Now let's open the small chest. What? That did not even... You sure it's not this one? It said small chest. I'm doing good. I'm trying to think, what is the last update you heard since it's been a minute? I mean, we got a YouTube plaque. Still working. I think was there anything else? No? Constantly looking for a new job? Nothing too crazy. My computer internet was acting up the past few days, so I had to wait a bit. I got excited about the spiders and I started choking on me. So now we just have to work our way towards the next plaque, which I have no idea how long that's going to take us. But we just gotta keep working. These old spirit boards were used to communicate with the dead. You mean a Ouija board? Using a spirit board in a haunted house. Oh, best idea. I can't tell if my guy's being sarcastic or not, or if he's honestly excited, like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just need to find a table or somewhere to use the board. right? It's like I had one as a kid, and they don't really do much. It's just like a fun little sleepover game. Right? Bam. Bam. Ooh, very nice. Congratulations. You place the spirit board and the plaquette on the table. Plaquette. If there is a spirit here in this room, please help guide this board. A manifestation.
She killed me here while I was using that very board.
Oh?
Ask me your questions, but it will do you no good.
Okay.
She will find you.
I don't care what anyone says. Those chairs always used to float. The spirit board is now ready for your queries. Okay, I will use this pause as a moment to go grab a snack real quick because I forgot to grab one. But yeah, bye. Okay, we're back. I had Nick. Because I know with how crazy my schedule is, I sometimes don't have time to eat. But it's like I got these like cool little bread rolls from the Asian Mart down the street. Who are you? Spirit board is just another name for it. Ouija's technically trademarked, you believe? Is it? I am Christopher. Hello, Christopher. You could just put Chris, but yeah. Old-timey spirits. Let's find out. Is Ouija board trademarked? The term Ouija is a registered trademark currently owned by Hasbro Inc. Really? Will often used generically to refer to any talking board. The specific name and associated branding remain protected under intellectual property law. Oh, sorry. Spirit board. Spirit board. Why are you here? I told you she murdered me here. It's crazy that the apparition stood there and like talked to me in full sentences, but now I'm like, talk to the board. Instead of just him being like, what's up, man? Where's the fireplace key? Behind you. Hidden but fur. Hidden butt fur? Butt for? Hidden but for all the world. Maybe like, slow down. To see. It's like, hold on, I gotta write all these letters out. Like how choose your own adventure is used to refer to the genre, but it's trademarked. If you use it commercially, the trademark holder will sue. Really? That's interesting. Welcome back, Crimson. You're gonna have a lot of ads because I gotta pay rent. Girls gotta eat. And I gotta find out. Choose your own adventure trademarked? Yes, Choose Your Own Adventure is a registered trademark owned by Choose Co. LLC for books, games, and similar interactive storytelling products. Choose Co. actively protects this trademark, issuing lawsuits and takedown notices to companies, including Netflix and indie game creators that use the phrase. Okay. You have no more questions to ask at the time. I'm assuming in the globe. You have to say goodbye and leave. You point the plaquette on the words goodbye. Appreciate you watching the ads. Goodbye, Chris. Thank you for your help. I'll take the spirit board with me. It should be useful as I explore further. Now let's see if there's any information in the room about you. See, cabinet. Cabinet it is. I don't trust that bust. I don't know if this is the game or there's a ghost in it. It was wiggling. This looks like a first painting of Journey to the West. She look a little undead in the back there. Investigate. There's a note tucked between the pages of this book. Nice. I know at some point I'm going to be playing Lords of the Fallen here soon with Mr. Meep. Because apparently they added a whole bunch of stuff and like they made the co-op thing super seamless now. So I'm like, yes. Yeah. So hopefully in one of these upcoming Mondays I could be doing a double stream or a co-op stream, I should say. Greens Truth Seekers. Christopher, leader of Wallace Paranormal Investigations. I'm sorry. Are you saying my boss, my past boss, is already dead? And if all those people really did die in here, I say go for the ghosties. I've been dying to conduct an actual exorcism on a legitimate haunted house. No, you're not. Nobody wants to do that. Crap, I'll write again later. Something going on with Michael. Later days, Chris Kolchak, Paranormal Investigations lead. You should replay it, because I know they have, like, new classes and stuff, depending on what ending you get. Chris seemed skeptical of the manor's occupants being legit. No, he seemed excited. He even signed it. Criminal Investigation Lead. I wonder if he feels the same now. Anything else in this cabinet? Open the cabinet drawer. The Greek magical papyri. Papyri. Powerful book to be found in a parlor. Investigate the book. And another one tucked between the pages. Greetings, salutations, what a night. It seems our tech lead Michael managed to get a pretty bad fright in one of the bathrooms last night. He darted straight for the front doors only to find the entire house locked up tight. Even tried to shatter a window with no luck. Right, I'd be a little excited too. I'd be like, oh my god, we might actually see a ghost. Mike says he saw something in the mirror of that bathroom that was beyond rational explanation, inexplicably horrible. My first thought was that someone was playing us, but after a ton of attempts to debunk it, I think we may have a live one here. I found an antique spirit board in the parlor. I bet this thing has a ton of mojo in it. I'm gonna do a full-blown invocation of the spirits tonight and find out exactly, what they want. If I don't like what I hear, I'm gonna order them to leave. See, this is why you don't mess around with that stuff. Tasha's been incredibly uneasy since we arrived. I know when we hired her, she was skittish, but she takes the psychic stuff way too seriously. All these attention-getting tactics are obviously a cry for help from the spirits trapped within. I told John to research all the books in the library for any information on the former departed residents and the manor itself. I told Tasha to give him a hand. Now, if I can only find a private place where Tasha won't give me the stink eye, I might try warming up the spirit board a little and see what I can dig up. Wish me luck, Chris Collett, Paranormal Investigation Lead. Oh, using the spirit board here was a bad idea. Yeah, he was just excited. Maybe you found some clues, though. Hope I find another one. Okay. Still looking for the key. Here's scratching. Right, the chest is locked. Reading table. The original copy of the Black Poulette. Amazing. This parlor is a treasure trove. Investigate the book. Another note from Christopher. See, the fact that I say Christopher and he introduced himself as Christopher, but he signs as Chris, but he has enough time to write Paranormal Investigations lead, tells me he prefers Chris. Dear spirits of Anthurian Manor, can you please tell Tasha that you're harmless? She walked in on me with the spirit board in the kitchen. I had just made contact with a real talker of an entity named Mary Chancer. Tasha scared the crap out of me before I could even say goodbye, then proceeded to give me a stern talking to about the dangers of this place. Tasha's really bumming me out. It's a shame too, because I was really making progress on what is keeping these spirits bound here. This Mary chick seems to like us. I didn't mention it to Tasha, but Mary is very fond of her in particular. Said she reminds her of someone named Eve Atherton. Eve was Edgar's wife. I read that Eve was quite the fox back in the day, so I'm kind of unsure why Mary would think Tasha reminded her of Eve. I hope Tasha doesn't read any of this.
The 80s, it's the 80s, it's the 80s.
Mary also spelled out the word fireplace several times, and I knew immediately where to look. I left what I found there for safekeeping. Tasha made me promise not to use the board again until tonight, but she can bet I'm gonna ask Mary about what was in the fireplace when I can. It's like the old saying goes, the devil is in the details. Chris Kolchak. She walked in on me with the spirit board in the kitchen, just, what are you doing? Nothing? Making a sandwich. Contacting her was a mistake. It cost him his life, but he was able to gain some valuable information. He referenced the item in the fireplace. I have to get in there. Assuming Mary wasn't lying to him. Apparently she killed him somehow. I don't think she stabbed him because there's no blood, so I don't know what she did to kill him. Alright, now we're gonna purge this bookcase. Any more notes scattered away, Chris? Want to know what mysteries you revealed? Oh, investigate the book. Ah, there it is. Thank you for being highlighted, game. Mary, quite contrary. The closer we get to the seance and talking with Mary again, the weirder things get around here. It's like dealing with an addict. The spirits want our help to move on, but won't go without kicking and screaming when it's actually offered. Over the last hour, the entire manor feels like it's contracted a giant bellyache. Floorboards creak, doors, hinges moan, the wind howls through the drafty old corridors, and a chill slowly creeps from room to room. The weather outside is kicking up bad, too. Lightning and thunder boom in the near distance. It's becoming a little angry, to be honest. Little angry? Little gnarly. I can read. As I was investigating some interesting stuff I found in the parlor closet, I heard a scratching noise from the main room. I swore I caught the plaquette flying around the spirit board by itself. When I walked over, a chill came over me so bad that I nearly pulled a Michael and bailed out. Why you gotta be mean to Michael? Geez, if Tasha had seen that, she'd be downstairs preparing her "I told you so" speech. Too bad for her, she'll have to save it. Once the seance is done, we'll have all the info we need to put the spirits at peace. All these Scooby-Doo special effects are just Mary acting out of fear for moving on. I don't get what Tasha's so afraid of. I swear that girl reads too many Stephen King books. Worst case scenario, Mary throws a fit and we get pelted by some books. It's not like she's gonna kill us. Seance must have released Mary's spirit. We also didn't say goodbye in the kitchen and seal their fate. I'm sorry, Chris, you seemed like a nice guy. You straight up said Tasha was not a fox. The book looks old, like something is wedged within its pages. Oh, this one's highlighting. She's just been like, oh, I don't see the resemblance. Keep it nice. A key hidden under the book's cover. Big chest. You take the key and place it within your backpack. I'm assuming the big chest now. Big chest. Time to check out that other chest. Alright, famous last words. What's she gonna do? Kill us? Yes. Exactly what she's gonna do. In case a ghost pops out. A globe. Not what I was expecting. Same. Take the globe. This thing is way too big to fit inside the backpack. Let's get you out of there and put you onto a flat surface. You are now carrying a rather large globe. Wait. Where do I... This is all a flat surface. Okay, there we go. That looks like a good place to put the globe down. You put the globe down onto the floor. Wonder what could be there. Is that a button on the South American continent? Press the button. Which means Guam is on the other side. Looks like a secret compartment. Let's see if the button opens it. Nada. What was it Chris said about all the world to see? Spin the globe. Oh, Guam! Revealing all the world to see. Now press the button. Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Looks like Chris wasn't fibbing after all. This is just the key I'm looking for. Take the key. Boop, boop. You take the key and place it within your backpack. You know, crazy thing, if this didn't work, we could just smash the globe. Approach the fireplace. In case there's a ghost. I'm ready. Seriously, look how wide this gap is. You're telling me you could not grab the scissors? My man's got giant hands. The key unlocks the gate. The chains fall away. Open the gate. No, I'm sorry. I saw that mouse come in upside down. Oh my. They got spider mice. Okay, well, I'm gonna take this now. Investigate the shears. Is that a fire? I hear a fire. Inspect the shears. This is the item Chris spoke of. A large pair of shears. Do they have a connection to Mary? She might have been killed by them, or maybe that's what she did the killing with? Take the shears. They must be significant. I'll take them with me. You take the shears and put them into your backpack. Your fireplace is bleeding. Blood is seeping up through the ground. Blood. You know, I was trying to do that, and it wasn't coming out. Spider Mouse, I've got a bad feeling about this. Someone will pay. Spider Mouse, Spider Mouse. Mary is mounting an attack. She's searching for me through the halls of the manor. Didn't she just show up? She will kill me if she gets a hold of me. Oh, is this now where I have to use? Need to look around for entry points and use UV feature of the flashlight to dispel her. Here she comes. Okay, so it like tells me that should keep her from mounting any physical attack for a while. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a mouse. Look out! Here's Spider Mouse. Okay, at least the game like tells me when like a fight sequence is happening. Mary attacked me when I removed the shears from the fireplace. Man, she came running down that hall. What is the connection between the shears and her? My brain got so distracted. Thank you, thank you. No training. All me. Well, actually, would it be training? No. I was... traumatized does not feel like the right word, but embarrassed and shy and forced to sing in front of the class almost every day at one of my schools. It was horrible because we had to sing about Jesus, and I'm just like, I don't know the words to this song. I'm not a part of this community. I just go to this school. So our teacher would make us sing, and then he would slowly, you know, have you sit down once he thought you were good enough. And of course me, who doesn't know the words and is shy about singing, and then the 3 exchange students from Korea were all just, you know, because like we're trying to sing and learn the words because we weren't given no sheet. On some of those days we were not given a sheet. They're like, we've already sung this song, you should know it. And it's like, I don't. And we were just forced to sing alone and have everyone stare at us for a good while. And then eventually be like, okay, fine, sit down. It was not a good school. So yeah, took me a long time to get over singing in public. Because the last time it was a punishment. Because he's like, no, you got to sing. And I'm like, I'm already singing. He's like, you got to sing louder. And I'm like, I can't sing. It also didn't help that we had like the school's singer in our classroom. So it's like you essentially had the best singer at the school and then me, not good singer. So it's just like, yay, comparison. Was the bat knocking at the window? Also, looks like it's daytime outside. Maybe it's just a really bright mood. Yeah, no. The religious schools suck, bro. What's also funny is that teacher also had like snacks in his closet and you had to like pay for them. And I'm just like, we could get these snacks, you know, in the cafeteria, but sometimes they would run out because, you know, there's only one cafeteria and this school had essentially from K3 to seniors. So I had all the grades in this school. So sometimes we run out of snacks. And of course he would charge more in the cafeteria. So it's like what was like 50 cents in the cafeteria, he would charge you $1. But it's like, man, I really want this snack. So I'm just like, man, this teacher's just making money off of students. Crazy time. What was his name? Was it Castro? Was it Calvo? He was just a skinny little man. Now that I think about it, I wonder if he was on coke, because he was very animated, very fast. Weird say his teacher kept his own snacks in his cupboard. Yeah, that sounds fine, right? I think I can remember that, like, if we tried to buy snacks when, like, other teachers were around, he'd be like, what are you doing? And we're like, I'm gonna get a snack. And he's like, well, I don't have any snacks in there. So, like, I'm pretty sure he was not supposed to be making money off the students at the school. Maybe that's why that one teacher got fired, because I think she saw that he was, like, making money. And maybe she tried to report it. But because, you know, they listened to the men, maybe they're like, no, we're gonna fire her. Okay, so let's say approach the planter? Sure, approach the planter. So maybe that's why she got fired, because she tried to report that he was making money off of students and forcing them to sing in front of him and the whole class. It's horrible. That's not the planter I thought we were going to. There's something in the dirt. A key. Take the key. The dining room key. Just what I needed. Right. So yeah. Definitely not supposed to be making money off of the students while forcing them to sing in front of him. Good stuff, good stuff. Key from the planter works here. I'll get it out of my backpack. Meow. Open the dining room. The more you say, the worse it sounds. I know. And I'm just like, what other crazy stuff did you have us do? I also don't remember a lot of it because those were just horrible years. Those were horrible years. It was not a great time. This room has higher levels of paranormal energy than the vestibule. Vestibule. I'm pretty sure that was I don't think there was anything that bad. Just some larceny. And shame? No, not shame. Embarrassing? I guess, yeah, embarrassing. Ooh, ego trip? Ooh, yeah, maybe like ego power tripping, you know, because it's like, oh, I'm the teacher, you have to listen to me. Because I remember a few times, I think me and the other students who didn't want to sing are like, I don't want to sing. And he's like, you have to sing. Otherwise, everyone's going to keep standing here and singing until you sing. So, of course, you have to sing. Otherwise, your whole classmates are going to turn against you because they're like, man, I wanted to learn about Jesus today, but we had to sing for 30 minutes because Nina didn't want to sing. Good tabs. Great tabs. Let's go approach the cupboard. What'd you do today. Found out Nina's got some religious trauma, rightfully so. There is a note within the drawer. So far, so good. Investigate the note. To whoever finds this letter, day 1, 1984. Okay, so this is her day 1. I'm writing this out of necessity on behalf of the Wallace Paranormal Investigation Team in hopes of documenting our investigations.
My bread, yes, I ate it. It was delicious.
Arthurian Manor. Less than an hour into our study, and we have already hit a stumbling block. All power cut out upon entering the manor, and none of our equipment is functioning. Michael believes it's some sort of electromagnetic field coming from the cellar below us. But my intuition, I love she quotes herself, my intuition tells me otherwise. Everything inside this house is completely... dead. Even the flames on the candles seem choked by the madness of this place. Beyond all explanation, the only working piece of equipment is the old phonograph. Gramophone is in the front vestibule. The message contained on the record is disturbing to say the least, and has John questioning its historical authenticity. The longer we spend inside the manor, the more it seems to exercise its will against us. Michael had a terrible scare while using the bathroom and made a mad dash for the front door. It was then that we realized just how dire our situation truly was. All the doors and windows of the manor are sealed, locked as if by some otherworldly force. For all intents and purposes, we may be trapped here. But you said the candles seem trapped, right? And if we see a candle, can't I just set the house on fire and escape that way? As the Supernatural brothers say, salt and burn, salt and burn. Michael and John cling desperately to logic to explain our experiences, but as my grandmother explained when I first discovered my gift, there are some things that are beyond logic and reason. I believe this manor is maligned? Maligned? Proof of that. Inaligned? Maligned, I don't know. I would continue to write more, but the echoes from the creaks and groans of the old manor are playing tricks on me. I swear in my soul that I hear whispers from inside the kitchen. Tasha, lead psychic. It's a journal from one of the Wallace paranormal investigators. Tasha Holm, lead psychic for that team. Seems she had some form of psychometry too. Maybe I'll get to talk to Tasha. Or at the very least, she was paranormal sensitive. Maligned, right. But the way the M's written... My brain's like, it's either an M or an I and an N. She might be paranormal sensitive. One cabinet down. I think that would just be a fun thing to say. I'm paranormal sensitive. Sensitive. You gotta be nice to me. Don't hurt my feelings. I'm very sensitive. Ghosts just start bullying me. It's like the ghosts are mean here. They say I have small feet and even smaller fingers. They're just so mean. To whoever finds this letter, day 2, I fear we made a grave error in coming here. The manor is cold as death. Fires provide no warmth, and the deranged cacophony of noises have prevented us from even a moment's rest. Okay, so you can make fire. You set the house on fire. That's the best way to escape, because then the ghosts get cleansed, because their place where they died is burned. Chris discovered an old spirit board in the parlor and insists that we conduct a seance tonight to invoke the spirits inhabiting this dreadful place. I am desperately opposed. Desperately opposed. Desperately opposed. Sorry, Hamilton. To participating based on my grandmother's accounts regarding the dangers of invocation. I've done everything I can to change his mind, but he's become obsessed with the notion of cleansing that manor of its maligned energies. I don't know why maligned. It just seems like an odd word to me. Hold on. Nina's word of the day. What does maligned mean? Malign describes someone or something that has been harshly, unfairly, or falsely criticized, slandered, or spoken ill of. It's possessed manner of its maligned energies. Unfairly, falsely criticized, or spoken ill of. It is the past tense participative of the verb malign, to slander, and is commonly used as an adjective, often appearing as much maligned, to indicate a person or thing that receives excessive criticism. So, people are critiquing the ghosts? People are critiquing the ghosts. Here just me to try to reach out and make contact with them, but I refuse. I cannot muster the courage to tell the others what I already know. This house speaks to me, and its intentions aren't clear. ... They wish us nothing but harm. My only minor consolation is that they seem to lack the power to do so. ... For now. Right? It seems like an odd inclusion in that sentence. The malign spirits. And I'm like, I'm not slandering the spirits. Do they mean maybe like malevolent? Like, evil forces? This place was really getting to her. Poor girl needed to hone her ability to filter out psychic noise. Okay, well, she's dead, so maybe you shouldn't malign her. She referenced Chris's desire to clean the manor, although it's doubtful if he was successful, considering there's ghosts after me right now. Yeah, that's probably what they meant. Like, Oh, I don't think you were here, Herod, but they had us play on a gramophone, but when you hover over it, it says phonograph, and it's like, that's not a phonograph. That's a gramophone. Wow, nice selection of wine. Really? Ooh, investigate the dishes. Nice china, bet it's worth a fortune. There seems to be something underneath the dishes. Look under the dishes. It looks like a piece of paper. Another of Tasha's notes. What a weird place to hide your note. I'm gonna put it under the fine china. To whomever finds this letter, I have resigned myself to spend the afternoon with John and Michael in the library, sifting through the volumes of books within. I pray there are answers here within the many lexicons of supernatural lore. The manor covers many secrets, but I have managed to uncover one. I have set one particular book aside, which I found to be of use. It speaks of immortality via some sort of rune magic. The book of immortality that was in the secret room? They said it was a phonograph? What did you say it was? A gramophone. Because phonograph is the cylinder that spins. A gramophone is a flat disc, like a record player. The hour of the seance is growing near, and I have returned to the dining room to prepare myself. The sinister events of the past 2 days have cast a dark shadow on my mind. The madness of this place has begun to crescendo into a wild storm, and I am uncertain if I can weather it any longer. I swear I could feel a cold, foreboding presence following me down the hallway that leads to the kitchen. Every step I took, it grew closer, reaching out for me. ... Cold, dead hands grabbing for the nape of my neck. ... I stood in the kitchen, frozen in place, raising my lantern to every corner of the room. ... But I was alone. Somewhere in the darkness, I could hear a woman's voice. ... Someone must pay. ... Someone must pay. ... It's as if the manor yearns for the seance to commence so it can begin its sinister handiwork. I pray that I am wrong, but this presence is so full of rage. ... Like nothing I've ever felt before. But yeah, gramophone. She mentioned secrets in the library and the seance which Chris performed. A recurring message. Someone must pay, someone will pay. The spirits were taunting her, possibly because she was sensitive to it. Tasha was really losing her grasp on reality. She underestimated the energy within this place. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. As soon as she stepped in, she was like, we need to leave immediately. This is a bad vibe. We messed up. She knew exactly what she was messing with. As soon as she stepped in, she was like, we shouldn't be here. Oh, what's up, Tasha? A manifestation.
I am not here to hurt you,
Yeah.
but she will hurt you.
Yeah? Thanks, Tasha. Nope. She's coming back.
She will kill you, just as she killed
She's like, hold on, I got one more message. Okay, thanks, Tasha. Sorry. Mary killed Tasha, the same as she killed Chris. Like, Tasha straight up left, and then she was like, oh, fudge, hold on, I gotta remanifest my spirit so I can talk to her. But like, wait, I mean, she'll kill you. I appreciate that so much, Tasha, thank you. All right, now where's this last cabinet? There we go. Hope these drawers hold more information. Open the top drawer. Something I'd do as it goes, right? Like you'd say something, then you're like, oh fudge, there's more to that. Return the slab. Like by the end of tonight, they're gonna kill you. Another note, excellent. Investigate the note. Day 3. Still day 3. God help whoever finds this letter. Oh, the seance was a nightmare. Christopher is dead. And his ignorance may prove to be our undoing. My premonitions on the manor were correct. Something evil dwells inside these walls, and her name is Mary Chancer. At first, her responses seemed harmless, informative even, until the same feeling of dread I felt in the kitchen crashed over me again, like a wave of ice water. It was when Christopher probed into Mary's death that the manor grew angry. I begged him not to mention the foul item we found in the parlor fireplace, but he refused to listen. He pressed on, his voice a crescendo of accusations. The snapping sound of his neck as he flew from the table was like a cigarette burn. I knew as his body slumped against the wall that he was dead. The group scattered. So you and the other guy. And I fled, running helplessly in darkness, hoping to find my way back to the dining room. Mary's voices, whispering in the darkness, assured me there is no escape. No escape. The kitchen floor is like ice. I can hear her coming in the distance. Something waits outside the door, hovering in the darkness. The whispers begin again. I was pretty once, like you. Pretty dead things we shall be. The doorknob is turning. I thought you... What? Hold on. Kitchen floor. I can hear her coming. Did I go through the kitchen? No, I went to the dining room. Hold on. So... What? I'm trying to figure out when she wrote this letter. That's what I'm trying to do. Because she's writing it, and then she's like, the doorknob is turning. So I'm imagining she ran through the kitchen. She ends up in this dining room somehow. Starts writing this out. And then is... Just, okay, sure. When did you have time to write this? If you're being chased by a ghost... The seance went worse than I expected. The spirit of Mary Chaucer attacked them. The team scattered. Tasha didn't escape. I'm pretty sure no one escaped. Oh wait, no, there was 4 people in that photo. Okay. Oh, it opened. I can't see. The drawer just unlocked and opened by itself. There we go. Another note. Investigate the note. To whoever finds this letter, this note is emanating some serious paranormal energy. Time for my ghost sensitivity. Strange, the page is blank, save for the date and the usual green of to whoever finds this letter. I'm gonna read the note. I don't understand. I will find you. I don't understand. I don't understand. Mary's mounted an attack. Quit your nonsense. That should keep her from mounting any physical attacks for a while. A phone. Answer the phone. The phone is ringing. Maybe I can get a call out for help. Hello?
We are all dead here.
The manor has you trapped. Let me help you. Hello? Okay. Well, hold on. Hold on. Can I call? I'm guessing he tried. Alright, now we go to the kitchen. Enter the kitchen hall. Approach the kitchen hall corner. Approach the kitchen. So much blood. Blood. What did she do to you, Tasha? Well, murder. Alright, kitchen exit. So she wrote the note in the kitchen? But she had it in the dining room. Oh, that's a cool painting. What's that? Enter the cellar access room. Oh, it's the one with the carrying of the head. Okay. Alright, cellar door. Alright, guess we're going to the cellar. You get an overwhelming feeling of dread as you move closer to the cellar door. Oh. Investigate the door. The door is locked, no surprise there. We get waves of energy pouring from behind it. It's almost too much to stand near. Read the door.
We are waiting.
Thanks, Mr. Meep. I just need to clear my head. That isn't. You asked, and the ghosts answered. They're like, "Oh, here you go, nice little music box." Look at that. They're rewinding it for you. You know what? I'm gonna give it a listen. Ghosts are being nice, okay? Oh, okay. Oh, now I hear piano. Let's go follow that. Oh, hey there. Hey. Get out of here. Get, I said. What do you want, Mary? Probably don't bring up her death. Who must pay? And for what? Probably the person who stabbed her. The search continues until I get some answers. Ooh, it's so pretty outside. Look at all the snow. Oh. Hello? Oh. Okay. You're not okay. Go down the hall. All right, bye. Mary continues to taunt. I need to find out what happened to her. Jesus, the spider. The spider is back. Another foyer. Wow. Yeah, approach the mirror. I want there to be a giant spider. I want there to be a giant spider. Approach the mirror. Investigate the mirror. The mirror is old and covered in dust and cobwebs and spiderwebs, and it emanates considerable paranormal energy. Touch the mirror. You place your hand through the cobwebs and onto the frigid glass. More spiders. Well, hello there. Spiders. I love them. The mirror is unnaturally cold. Maybe I should leave it alone. Touch the hallway mirror. Creepy crawlies. I'm gonna read the mirror again. The mirror begins to warp and bend. This isn't good. Ooh, another one? Mary is coming. That should keep her from mounting any physical attacks. Man, she came a running. I'm assuming we're gonna go that way to the conservatory hall. I love her run animation. I think it's great. Approach the conservatory. Manadors. Piano. Nope, nothing else to interact with. This is the final room on this floor. Yay! Let's see what it reveals. Right, because this is basement and then the second floor. Okay, so this doesn't take like an hour. No, it takes like 2. Enter the conservatory. Oh, wow! It's skylight. It's icy cold in here. And like everywhere else in this place, it feels like death. God, what a beautiful house. Okay, so we have planter, 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 Alright, we'll start from the left side. I don't know why there's this little gate thing around it. Another trapdoor to the right. Wonder where it leads to. Perhaps the cellar. Oh, I see it. Oh, weird. Something inside the planter soil. Let's get a closer look. I don't see anything. Don't disturb the soil. Where's the spiders? Where you going, buddy? Oh! He's just like, oh. Spiders aren't what I'm looking for, but keep searching. Okay, so the trapdoor is behind this thing. I don't go in the center. I found a key in the vestibule when I sifted through planter soil, so maybe lightning will strike twice. That's not a good thing. But sure. It looks like there's something in the soil. There's some jumbo spiders. Here's the one I see. He's climbing up. Oh, 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 he fell. Poor guy. The search continues. Well, I guess whenever I get out of this place, I should, I feel like I should collect the spiders and take them with me. But then again, they've been living here, so they have a food source somewhere. I mean, they got mice here. Maybe they eat them. Might as well sift through it. Spiders. A nest of spiders. Great. Look at them. Look at the little babies. And then they go, what? What? Wait, where's the key? Oh. The key to the upstairs bathroom. Wonder why it's hidden down here. You take the key and place it within your backpack. Sorry, I was looking at the spiders because they like hugged and then they flew up. Let's keep exploring this room. Okay. What else do we have here? We've got some, oh, nice carpets. Oh, approach the table. There is a book on the table. Someone humming? Investigate the book. Looks to be very old. June 1916. Ooh, Mary Chancellor. Ooh, let me read this. I am writing on the behest of my late mother, who thought it would be beneficial for me to journal my new experiences working at Asherton Manor. Working? I've had no choice but to seek gainful employment now that I'm a widow. Oh, my husband was a serviceman killed in actions during the World War. As of such, I have secured a position as a maid for Mr. and Mrs. Atherton and their family. The Athertons took a great interest in assisting me in my plight and went out of their way to invite me into their wonderful home. Sorry, it's like faded. Mrs. Atherton has a beauty beyond words. I can't tell she thinks highly of me by the way she stares and smiles. I think this is because her children seem smitten by my arrival. Mr. Atherton is cordial and possessed of a magnetic, if not off-color charm. I find his gaze upon me disconcerting, however, for his eyes linger longer than I would have them. I shall write again soon. Okay, that was back in June and now July. I'm so pleased to be in a home with such delightful children as James and Emma. Mrs. Atherton spends the day reading in the library while I tend to their every desires? Something. Since my arrival, Eve has spent all of her time in her books. It seems she's studying something, but what I do not know. While it is not my place to suppose, I wonder if their marriage is in turmoil. Despite my youth, my beauty pales by comparison to the lady of the house, yet still Mr. Atherton's eyes follow me often. Only the devil knows where something walked the entire house in that course of my chores and not once encountered him. It would not strike me as strange, did not know for certain that he was at home. I dislike walking the empty halls alone. I am unaccustomed to such a stately home, and the where and the near silence haunts me. It brings back fears I have not felt since I was a child. On more than one occasion, I have felt the heavy weight of eyes upon me, but from where I am uncertain. I think I know where this is going. I have a sneaking suspicion, too. This is Mary Chaucer's journal. Mary recounts her early days of employment with the Athertons. She got along well with Mrs. Atherton and her children, although she didn't seem to trust Edgar. Who is this? She didn't seem to trust him. No, that should have been, although Mr. or several pages are missing from this journal. No. Notice how he said Mrs. Atherton and the children, and then said she doesn't trust Edgar, instead of saying she doesn't trust Mr. Atherton. Why would you not say Eve's name? Eve and the children. You know, why would you not say Eve and the children? And Edgar. The fact that you split it to his last name, making her, the wife, his property. It's the 80s, man. Come on. Well, no, the 80s is when the investigation team died, so supposedly this guy is after the 80s. Ooh, it just got worse. Eve and the children. And Edgar. Now, if they said Miss Atherton's and the children and Mr. Atherton, I'd be like, a little less problematic, that's fine. But the fact you address the man by his first name and not the woman? What's going on here? What's going on here? Also, she didn't trust him. Did you not read what I read? He kept watching her. More than he should be. Staring at her. Constantly with a certain look in his eye. I will. I need to find those missing pages. I don't. I already have an idea. He probably assaulted her, probably killed her, and now she wants revenge. Someone will pay. Maybe she got pregnant. Alright, approach the table. There's a book on that table. Might as well check it out. Hopefully stuffing notes inside books is still the preferred method of hiding things here. I hate being right all the time. August 28th. Okay, so a month out. I inquired with Mr. Atherton about the door to the cellar, which is always locked today. I should have known by the look on Eve's face that it was in poor judgment. I have never had a man strike me to this day, but I suspect it would be preferable to Edgar Aberton's response. His manic smile and piercing eyes as he invited to show me what the cellar held made my skin crawl. When I declined, he was even more perturbed and told me that I was forbidden to ever go down there. When I asked Eve, she diminished to something and went to her room. I fear for what goes on down there. Judging from his demeanor, Mr. Atherton has dark tastes in distractions. Wow, what a pleasant way to say, he a bad man. Things have gotten worse as time goes on here. Eve and Edgar's relationship grows more bizarre by the day. I wake from a dead sleep in the night to check on Eve and the children regularly. I often find them hiding in their toy chest when they are frightened. I sit with them until they nod off and place them back into their beds. I cannot blame the darlings, for I too am scared. Someone walks these corridors at night, shifting from shadow to shadow. At first I thought it Eve, off on some tryst from her loveless marriage, but it is not. Eve is despondent, lost in her books and devices. Edgar still wears the trappings of a charming, dashing, and loving husband, but when the mood strikes him, the light is extinguished and his eyes fill with dark intentions. I fear Edgar has enlisted his beautiful wife in all sorts of foul activity. While I cannot imagine that Eve wants any part of his madness, she partaches none of the less. Part of me wishes to take Eve and the children from this place before something foul befalls them. We could have been lesbians. We could have been Bambi lesbians. Edgar spent most of his time in the cellar. Mary casually asked him why he spent so much time there, and his response was a bit disturbing. He hit her and then was like, come into the basement. And she was like, no. The tension between them was definitely mounting early in her tenure with the Athertons, right? Ooh. Participates. There we go. That's probably what it is. Mary also feared for Eve's safety. Well, yeah. Let me make sure. Poor judgment, right? I've never had a man strike me this day, but I suspect it would be preferable. Okay, so she didn't get hit. She's saying I've never been hit, but I rather would have gotten hit than hearing his response of being like, come into the basement. And she was like, other pages need to be around here somewhere. I'm assuming somewhere over here. Approach the cabinet. Let's check out the cabinets. Open the cabinet. Right? How creepy do you have to be that someone would rather you hit them, right? That's a new level of creepy. It's like, I would rather you have smacked me than you smile at me with those eyes and say that sentence. Ooh, Halloween! The night of the dead is upon us, but the Athertons will not partake in any such social revelry. Edgar instructed me to keep the children quiet and upstairs and not to answer the door for those in search of treats. He told me this after I had already spent the morning baking for all the little ghouls and goblins. I had hoped to take Eve with me on our rounds, but Edgar had other plans. When evening fell, he sequestered Eve in the cellar, the one place I am forbidden to go. Damn my curiosity, but his secrets can be seductive, and my loneliness is such a tragic burden. When the children fell asleep, I crept downstairs into the kitchen to see what intrigue the Athertons were engaged in. What intrigue? What intrigue? Not activities, intrigue. The sounds I heard from beneath the cellar door sent chills down my spine. There was a palpable energy in the air and the sound of cloth tearing and skin rendering? I swear I could hear Eve crying out for mercy, while Edgar cursed in all manner of unholy obscenities. I cannot say for certain what was going on below me, but I sat by the door as a voyeur would, unable to pull myself from the spot, both terrified and intrigued. It was then I heard his footsteps from the cellar stairs. I quickly hid around the corner just in time to see Edgar emerge. He was shirtless and covered in marks and blood. He glanced in my direction with a diabolical grin, but took off into the dining room like a man possessed. Eve appeared shortly after, bruised and cut with her dress badly torn. She looked incoherent, like she was lost in a fever dream. The next morning, the two awoke as if nothing happened and went about their days as normal. I have since begun to wonder if there isn't more at work here than meets the eye. Yeah, at that moment, I've been like, Eve, we're gonna escape. I'm gonna help you escape this. Edgar forbade Mary from entering the cellar, yet her curiosity got the better of her. She listened in on him and Eve Atherton while they were down there Halloween night. Seems it was quite a violent event between Edgar and Eve. God, now you're catching on. Ooh. Edgar's vices regarding Eve seemed to have driven Mary to the brink of a breakdown. Wait, you better not leave, hold on. The past months have been unbearable. No one in this house is safe. She agreed to leave with Eve and the children to bring them all to safety. I've spent all my energy to keep the children from harm inside. There is a curse upon this house. Its evil infects anyone who sets foot inside it. Edgar discovered her plans to threaten Mary and the children. No, I'm reading. I have done everything possible to avoid Atherton. He eyes me greedily like a tiger eyes a snake. Oh, thank God. I lock my door, but awake to find it unlocked from the inside. I wake in horror at night thinking I will find him hovering over my bed, watching me or worse. I believed that temper and lust were his main vices, but I was woefully wrong. For weeks, Eve wore marks of shame and abuse on her body, in even the most intimate of spots. Her health and kind facade had decayed, and I have offered to help remove her and the children from the house. She has warned me that Edgar's appetite for evil are voracious, but I can no longer stand the way he looks at the twins. I plan to leave with Eve, James, and Emma as soon as possible. Eve tells me the winter solstice will bring us good fortune. The next day. This is a house of horrors. Edgar Atherton walks these halls with murderous intent. His mind has snapped and has somehow suspected my plans to vacate the house with his wife and children. Every exit is locked, and all of my fears are revealed to be truth. He is in the walls. This is where he hides, stalking and watching us. I can hear his manic screams. He cries out, addressing me. He knows what I saw. He says I must pay for my voyeurism, pay for knowing his secrets. He claims that the children will be an added penalty. Oh dear. Oh, Christmas Eve. Mary attempted to escape while Eve hid her children within their toy chest. Don't spoil it for me. Let me read it. Eve told me there is a secret exit in the marriage secret with the second floor bathroom while Eve armed herself with a dagger. Second floor bathroom. Okay, well, I hope they let me read. It seems Edgar murdered the children and Eve. Thanks for spoiling it, game. Normally you let me read the page before you give me a summary. Mary got to the bathroom but did not escape. Edgar must have caught her there. Okay, now I can read. Eve told me there's a secret exit in the upstairs bathroom that leads out of the manor. She urged me to go and run for help, but I refused to leave without the children. She swore to me that she will keep them hidden in the toy chest. Eve then revealed a dagger she had removed from the cellar. I hope she has the strength to use it on that beast of a man. I touched James' hand and kissed Emma on the hand as I placed them in the toy chest. Hide and seek, I tell the twins to ease their frightened minds. I grabbed hold of Eve's hand and pressed my cheek to hers as I assured her that I would return with the police. Pressed my cheek to hers. I think she's saying she took Eve's hand and put it on her cheek, not that she took Eve's hand and then put her cheek on Eve's cheek. I mean, you can do that, but it's just feels like a weird thing to do. Like, hold on, cheek to cheek. As I reassured her that I would return with the police. Her skin is as cold as death as she stares blankly at the chest containing her children. I run from the room into the hall, but from nowhere he appeared, laughing and taunting me while he drags some sort of blade along the hallway walls. He keeps shouting, that which is granted must be refilled. He incans? He incans to kill us all. I think it's supposed to be intense, but it looks like a C. He incans. I darted to the stairs, slamming the second floor door and into the bathroom. I stand there staring at my own reflection, fumbling with the mirror frame, in a futile attempt to open the passageway to freedom. In the distance, I can hear Eve shout something unintelligible. Then I hear the twins, tiny voices screaming, and I know I'm too late. There is no escape from Atherton Manor. Again, when did you have time to write this? Because clearly this is after they've been murdered, but before you've been murdered. I'll check the other cabinet before I head out to confront Mary. Well, okay, confront's a strong word. Again, it's not her fault. Wonder if this other cabinet has further clues regarding Mary's demise. Scissors. A very old newspaper clipping. Tragedy strikes Atherton Manor. This is not the first unexplained death to have occurred or involved the blood matter. It is great duress that we report a life was lost at the home Edgar and Eve. Mary Chancellor, age 23, widow, was found in the upstairs hall washroom dead. Miss Chancellor was a maid, nanny, and cook to the Ashertons for almost a year. Miss Chancellor was discovered early yesterday morning by the lady of the house. Her body was in disarray and there were apparent signs of injury. A pair of sewing shears was present at the scene, which is believed to be the cause of death. The local authorities have questioned the Atherton family and no foul play is suspected. I'm sorry. No foul play is suspected. You found her dead in the bathroom with scissors. Oh, I see she's in a disarray in your bathroom and murdered. Nah, I think it's normal. No, I got that, but I just, like, they put no foul play suspected and then right here, no foul play suspected in even bigger letters. Although the Athertons swear that the house is safe, public suspicion of the couple has grown. Yeah, I wonder why. At no time has any evidence or sign of involvement been linked to the couple. Eve Atherton called the Blood Manor moniker a product of imagination and jealousy. Right? Don't want him in a jigsaw. It is believed the deceased may have been in a state of mental unrest, melancholy, and hysteria due to the recent death of her mother and husband, serviceman Anthony Chancellor, last year. Miss Chancellor had no living family and funeral arrangements have yet to be arranged. Police ruled death a suicide. Okay, sure. They found Mary's body in the upstairs bathroom. The bastard stabbed her in the back with these shears and left her to die. Clearly a suicide. She stabbed herself in the back. Ridiculous. Eve not only survived, but painted Mary as being delusional because she was in an abusive household. Police ruled the death as suicide. If she didn't say that, he probably then would kill her and the children. None of this makes sense. This character is not the smartest. You know how you have to sometimes say things you don't believe to be safe? She died alone in that bathroom. It's time she found peace. Okay, good. I have her murder weapon and the key to enter the bathroom. It's time to face her. Better not stab her ghost. Oh! I can feel your rage, Barry! Your hatred for this place and anyone that enters it is immense. Probably because she wants you to not get murdered. Her rage is manifesting. Look at at all the little scissors in the walls. More scissors. More scissors. Bigger scissors. She knows I'm coming for her now. Okay. I'm gonna, you know. Nice. See that thing? That's not a phonograph, that's a gramophone. Mary is coming for me now. Oh God. Alright, good luck. Sorry, there were a lot of doors. Okay, good stuff. Mary's beaten back for now, but for how long? Apparently we gotta go to the bathroom. With Mary out of the way for a few moments, I can prepare the banishment ritual. Banishment? That doesn't sound very nice. Maybe you should banish freaking Edgar. Mary's regaining her strength. I have to hurry. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Turning. Bathroom door. Bathroom door. She is. She's manifesting. I only have a few more moments to start the banishment ritual. Unlock the bathroom door. Here you go. To make you cease to exist, thank you. Trying to unalive me, as they say. The energy in the room is palpable. Mary is nearby. Enter the bathroom. This is the room where he killed her. I'd be pissed too if somebody was like, it was a suicide. Intense emotions of fear and despair emanating from the mirror. Get my light ready. Investigate the mirror. Ah! There's a false panel behind the mirror which Mary tried to escape through. Oh, nice. Edgar stabbed her in the back with these shears before she could escape. What? Oh, is that where this comes from? You stare into the mirror and say the words. The words of power. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. I've always wanted to do that. Silly guy. Say Bloody Mary 3 times. You are now a permanent resident of Atherton Manor. Oh. Oh.
Now you will be with us forever.
Okay, don't say Bloody Mary. Well, I can say I died once in this game. Okay, so leave the mirror. Okay, time to start the banishment ritual. I sure hope this works. Investigate the sink? Maybe? The sink is dark with very old bloodstains. Investigate the sink. This is where Mary Chaucer was murdered nearly 100 years ago. In the sink? Placing the murder weapon at the scene of the crime will start the ritual. Place the shear into the sink. Take the shears from your backpack and place them into the sink. Okay. Oh yeah, do you not know about my silly little stuff? Like, let's see, You take the shears from your backpack and place them in the sink. Sorry. Ignore me. I normally get too invested in my games that I forget to do silly sounds. So much pain here. Overwhelming feelings of anguish and terror. Oh, the stains in the sink? Yeah. They finally figured out it's blood. Alright, so we're gonna leave the sink. Alright, that should do it. Corporate ritual cult for this salt sage and protective affirmations. I am smart. Mary, time to go home. I am cool. I'll use some salt to create a boundary that will keep Mary within the room. Okay, go make the salt. You open your backpack and grab a handful of sea salt. When did I just had salt in my bag. You then place a boundary line of salt along the bathroom door frame. Use sage in the ritual. This sage boundary should protect me from her attacks. You open your backpack and grab some burnt sage. You smudge the sage along the door jamb. Sea salt, how fishy. State affirmations aloud. My body and mind are happy and relaxed. My natural shielding is perfect. My mind is perfectly shielded. I am perfectly protected. I am clear and free of all negative influences. Confront the spirit of Mary Chaucer. You speak directly to the spirit of Mary Chaucer. I reject all known and unknown agreements and contracts with the energy that traps Mary Chaucer. I reject and banish this energy from this manor. You are free of this place, Mary. Go now! Everyone will pay. How is this possible? You are thrown across the floor. She wouldn't be able to attack me. She shouldn't be able to attack me. Something is wrong. No! You are thrown down the stairs but managed to avoid breaking your neck. The ritual isn't working. She's too powerful. I'm assuming the basement. The UV energy won't work either. Oh. The other banishment ritual from the secret study. Oh, is that not what we did? I thought that's what we were doing. I've got to try it before she kills me. Okay. I think I remember the actions of that ritual. Need to perform them in the correct order before she gets down here. Create a salt circle. Ritual first calls for a large circle of salt. Bam. You pour a circle of salt on the floor and recite the activation words from memory. Powers of the ancient earth, I mark this ground sanctuary against the unclean. She's coming. She's coming. It's working. Then sage. The second step calls for a pentagram of sage. You grab the sage smudge stick, salute the four winds, then draw a pentagram of protection within the circle. I call upon you powers of light, empower this circle to protect me. So far, so good. And then the words. Ignore her feet. She's doing her best. And then we're going to speak the words. You muster your will, choke down your fear, and recite the words of banishment. Exocercasimus de omnis immodus spiritus. Omnis santassina potassius. I'm saying this wrong. Omnis incursio infernalius adversari. I'm butchering it. Ominous congregation execta de biblica. Benedictus Deus Gloria Patri. Don't ever reread Latin. It would be so bad. Command the spirit of Mary Chaucer. The final step is to demand the unclean spirit to depart. It's not her fault she's unclean. Mary Chaucer, you do not belong here. Go on. Get. Get, I say. As a servant of the light, I order you to leave. It was not diabolical. It was like dibliolis. Dibliolica. Biblioteca. Compel any powers holding you here to release you. Be gone, Mary. Go into the light and be free of your torment. She's crawling. Release you, Mary. You are free. Leave this cursed place now. Dusty. The ghosts of Mary Chaucer no longer haunts Atherton Manor. Her spirit is free. What about the other spirits, though? Mary is free. Banish Mary Chaucer. Oh. I'm gonna... Oh, I have to approach. Cool. Now we get to see the spooky second floor? Oh, is this where we fight Edgar? Or maybe we get murdered by Edgar. Oh. Oh, we're loading. Assuming it was Mary that locked these doors. And with her out of the way, I'll be able to explore undisturbed. Oh wow, there's still like... Oh, okay. So that wasn't like the final fight. Got it. The main door slams shut behind you. Eh? Right on cue, the manor answers my thought that there is still a significant presence here. Edgar, probably. Okay, approach the east door. Right, this can only go well. Something made a sound from behind this door. Oh, do I have to worry about the twins now? What? So this is not a short game. The wardrobe moved to a new position and there was something shuffling behind the walls. That's just great. Well, whatever it was, it's gone now. It took me 2 hours to fight Mary. If I have to fight the twins, and then Eve, and then Edgar, this might be a two-parter. Man, how long to beat? It's clearly mistaken. This must be where the guests sleep. Something is definitely crawling up around here. It might have been Edgar. I'm surprised we didn't try to leave. We just kept going. Towards the nightstand. Open the nightstand. There was a note within the nightstand. Personal log 104584. Okay. Kolchak placed me in charge of recording all the technical data found on our expedition, as if anyone else on this team could even fathom the vast nuances of operating cutting-edge technology. Oh my god. It's too bad the ladies don't see how swoon-worthy my new Omega 1000 really is. How could they, when all of my meticulous planning and foresight has still left me scribbling in the dark like a chimpanzee on a scrap of papyrus? The Nokia Talkman cellular phone that I convinced Chris to requisition is deader than a red shirt on an away mission. Oh. Not only do we have no contact with the outside world, but of course, I'm stuck lugging this monstrosity around in the dark along with the 40-pound Betamax video camera. I'm not cut out for this sort of manual labor, and I desperately need to use the John. Personal log, 6:45 a.m. p.m. Wallace Paranormal owes me big time. No one said anything about being trapped in a loony bin when I took this job. Something terrifying and vaguely female nearly tore my face off in the upstairs bathroom. Now all the doors are locked and we're trapped inside this place. My rational self says that there must be an explanation for this, but I can't even think straight with annoying Tasha and Motormouth Chris bickering over fortune-telling rituals. Get a room, people. It's a shame. Tasha would be really choice if not for all that black eye makeup and stupid blue hair. I wonder what Bauhaus means? Maybe I'll ask her later. She seems pretty well read for a goth chick. Michael De Niro, technical team lead. Oh my god. Ugh. She would be pretty choice if it wasn't for all this. Well then clearly she's not for you. Michael De Niro, team tech lead. Gross. Same tech problems I'm dealing with. Interesting. Looks like Michael had a thing for Tasha. I hope he likes ghosts then because I saw her downstairs. Did you just make a joke? Did you just make a joke? These people are dead. Yes. I think everyone on this team was kind of a dick. I think that's the point. At least I hope that's the point. Because if not, it's like, why would you write your characters like this? That's it? Just reading about how someone is... Okay, cute. Alright, I guess we'll open the West room door. Picking up paranormal vibes from inside the room. To the room. Okay, so I'm guessing these were like, what, the twins' beds? Michael? A manifestation.
This is where an angel appeared to me.
What?
There, inside my children's toy chest.
Are you saying Eve? Guess that was Michael. Angels fly, right? They don't crawl within walls, right? Nice. Okay, nerd, let's see what your other personal logs have to say. God, that is a family photo. Well, I would like to look at the toy chest, but I guess not. There we go. Approach the nightstand. Another note. Read the note. Alright, day 2. Tasha totally humiliated me in front of John and Chris when I commented about her t-shirt. How am I supposed to know who Joy Division is? I'm through putting myself out there for these callow harridans to mock women. What? I'm through with putting myself out there for these callow harridans to mock women today. Have no appreciation for sophisticated men. Oh my god. Good luck fighting with Chris, Tasha. You won't have my data backing you up, skank. Isn't that interesting? How as soon as the woman is no longer interested in a male party, suddenly we're just horrible things. It's like, really? Because like 2 minutes ago, you liked me. Weird. No, you didn't like me. You liked the body. While John continues to comb the library with Tasha, I've managed to find the key to the foreboding upstairs. Talk about bleak. I did find this awesome painting of this beautiful woman in the main hall. Her appearance is so ethereal. It's like staring at a melancholy angel. I checked with John and he says she's Eve Atherton, the woman of the house. Edgar Atherton sure was a lucky man. Blech. We need to get out here ASAP. It's creepier than Castle Wolfenstein in here. The entire house is freezing and I can hear moans and whisperings coming from downstairs. I decided to sleep in the upstairs hallway because the bedrooms are all locked tight, but something keeps moving inside the walls. It freaked me out so bad I almost swallowed my retainer. Michael heard the same crawling sounds here as I do. He was also enamored with Eve Atherton, it seems. She must be the angel he was referring to. Seems like our angel likes to giggle. I'm pretty sure it's the kids. I think it's the little, like, tee-hee-hee children. Because I thought I saw, like... What's up, Michael?
Showed you all the secrets.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured. I saw the... See, look how tiny that door is. It's precious. Secret crawl space behind the wardrobe. Not really secret. I'm sure there's some nefarious reason for it. The voice came from the toy chest.
Mommy, don't leave us.
Alright. I'll check out the chest. Why are toy chests always so damn creepy? What are you talking about? What toy chest are you looking at? Investigate the chest. Is this the chest Mary referenced in her journal? Yeah, you gotta fit 2 kids inside, bro. Where Eve hid her children? Chest is unlocked but giving off strong amounts of paranormal energy. Open the chest. Nothing but an old teddy bear. Take the teddy bear. I was half expecting to find the Atherton children inside. I'm gonna look inside the chest. Better get a closer look. Here's where Eve and her children met their ends. Still nothing inside. No signs of any violence either. I mean, I don't think any of the old toys are creepy. I think that's just people. Yeah, let's read the chest. I'm assuming one of the childs. They just... Crunchy. Let's start with nothing. I think people just think old toys are creepy, but I'm like, they're not. Where did you get? Spider child. Well, this ought to be interesting. Spider child does whatever a spider child does. Can they swing from a web? No, because they're a child. They can crawl on ceilings, no problem. Better not get stuck in that hair. Ugh. Okay, gotta suck it up again there. I'm just imagining all the spiders. You crouch down and begin to crawl into the tight crawl space. I'm like, don't bite me. And it's like, I'm sorry if I squish any of you with my hands. Oh, can you imagine their little fuzzy bodies? No, thank you. This is super fun in a not fun at all kind of way. It is cute though, the little tiny doors, that's kind of fun. But also, why? Here, children, so you can easily crawl through the walls. The door opens into another room on the west side of the second floor. Alright. Is this Mommy and Daddy's room? Whose room is this? This room looks like a master suite. Okay, so the parents' room. That is odd to have a door from there to the other rooms. I should try to contact Michael's spirit to get some information on the entity crawling around up here. I'm assuming it's Emma. First table. I'll use the spirit board there. What the hell's that? Is she crawling around outside now? Oh, God. This is pretty odd, yes. Well, this is the same spirit board. We took it with us. We put it in our backpack. Oh, and then spirit board. Kabam! Alright, summon Michael's spirit. I'm speaking directly to the spirit of Michael De Niro. If you can hear me, Michael, please guide this spirit board. What's up, Michael? Hello, Michael. So calm. So, how did Eve die? She is free for all Aethernum. What? So is she immortal? How did you die? I don't want to talk about it. Beautifully. Oh my God. I think that means all the time. So she's free for all the time. That did not answer my question. Did Eve kill you? I think so. Oh. Plachette moves to the word no. Plaquette. Plachette. My angel loves me. What? What are you talking about? Move the planchette to the word goodbye. Goodbye, Michael. Weirdo. Alright. Put the spirit board and the planchette into your backpack. Let's see. Aeternum or an aternum is a Latin adverb meaning forever, eternally, or for all eternity. That left me with more questions than I started with. It refers to something that lasts for all time, often used in literary or poetic contexts, and is sometimes used to indicate something that exists above or outside the constraints of time. The nightstand drawer just opened on its own. Michael's spirit is still obsessed with Eve. Turn off my light. I can't see. Perhaps Snow will shed some light as to why. Nice. Alright, personal log, day 3. Good morning, true believers. I couldn't wait to record the experience I had last night. In the midst of all the terrifying shenanigans, I was visited by an honest-to-God angel. As I lay on the floor of the upstairs hallway, the spirit of Eve Atherton came to me from her painting. It was indescribable. She confided in me the events surrounding her death. She sat beside me on the floor, staring at me with those beautiful eyes, whispering the intimate details of her past. I pride myself as a professional, but I have to say, I think she likes me. Before she left, she showed me where the key to the upstairs bedrooms were hidden, and the secrets hidden inside the walls. I plan on investigating more before Chris's seance tonight. 1 p.m. I spent the day upstairs hoping to spend more time with Eve while investigating the murder tunnels. All those poor souls killed in their beds. Edgar Atherton was an animal. I told the others about Eve, but I don't think they believed me. Chris had the nerve to call Eve promiscuous. He said he found accounts of the Athertons through wild parties and that Eve would play host to gentleman callers. He's a no-good liar. Even if that was true, it was Edgar's doing. My poor Eve. If only I was there, too. She's back. She's come to show me something. 11 p.m. Tasha came to beg me to help her convince Chris to call off the seance. It's just as Eve said she would. That ugly, painted, wow. Beg all you want. You missed your chance. I'm spoken for. Eve promised to come back after the seance and show me more things. Secrets only I am allowed to see. She spoke of a special dagger. Damn. This is madness. This is madness. He formed a relationship with the spirit of Eve. He didn't form a relationship. He became a parasite. No wonder it ended with his death. But how? He said she didn't kill him. I think he sacrificed herself for her. That's why he died beautifully. I need some answers. Is that Michael?
She's coming. My angel appears.
Okay. Michael, you have to break free of her influence. Eve is coming.
Let me show you something.
Wait. So that's Eve? That's not Emma? She's like the size of a child. Okay. I thought that was a kid, man. She's got like one of those like long form dresses on and everything that normally kids wear. Alright, so I guess we just gotta fight Eve now. Quite the gallery here. Hello? Oh, there we go. Approach the painting? Sure. I don't think this is Edgar. I wonder who it is. Just hear a voice say, Billy! My name is Billy! Hey, it's the loading screen. That's pretty cool. A painting of the manor. Oh. Okay. Gross. I thought we know what Edgar looked like from the painting above the toy chest. That's a nice mustache. This must be a portrait of Edgar Atherton. Oh no. Investigate the painting. Could this guy be any more emo? What? Seriously though, there's a ton of paranormal energy within this painting. It was like the 20th... Okay. The paint begins to change.
This manor protects itself. And it protects its occupants.
A warning, Edgar must not be pleased that I freed Mary from his control. I'm certain he'll mount a defensive soon. I have to stay alert. Right, like that's literally how they dressed. Read Edgar Atherton's portrait. Edgar's warning. Yeah, Eve looks smaller than Mary. Eve is on the move again. Eve? Better quit it. Oh, first painting? We're just looking at paintings now. And this must be the portrait of Eve Atherton. She looks very nice. Investigate the painting. Michael's right about you, Eve. You were beautiful. Okay, weird comment to make. Your painting is making my sixth sense go nuts. I'm assuming you mean paranormal stuff. Please don't take that the wrong way. Oh my god. Blech. Read the painting. Paintings begin to change. Right. Story is true. She cut out her eyes and slit her own throat. This is another case of, no foul play suspected. Read Eve Atherton's portrait. Eve is mounting an attack. Okay. Get out of here. Like, you see how short she is? In comparison? This is one messed up family. Right, East room door. I'm not getting the same vengeful feel with Eve that I had with Mary. Imagine cutting out your own eyes down. Right? Because I'm like, that's pretty intense. Another master suite. Okay, so it was very much like his room, her room, which is fine. That was sometimes the style back then. I'm still trying to get my head around the whole Michael and Eve thing. There's nothing to get. Eve loves me. No, she doesn't. She's probably using you. It seems he was able to coerce Michael into having feelings for her, but how far did it go? I don't think she even coerced him. I think she literally just talked to him. What were you thinking, Michael? He was like, wow, I'll do whatever this beautiful woman wants. Old bloodstains inside the nightstand. Michael, what did you get yourself into? He's dead. Why are you concerned for him? Day 4. I can barely write. The seance was a nightmare. I'm lucky to be alive. Mary Chaucer's ghost prowls the halls of the manor house as we speak. She murdered Chris, and I fear she means to do the same to us as well. I lost John in the chaos, but Tasha and I managed to escape the parlor. She begged me to stay with her, but I didn't. I couldn't. I can still hear her screams as she fell exiting the library. I shouldn't have left her lying there with that thing so close behind us. I wanted to go back, but Eve called to me. She told me to come back to our room where I'd be safe. My God, I can hear that thing coming for Tasha, calling her by name, echoing, whispering, bellowing through the hollow walls, blood-soaked walls. And then 3 a.m. You know, it's crazy that they can, like, they know the time. I guess their watches work. Because they're like, oh, the electrical stuff is down. So I guess the watches are fine. Eve came to me, showed me all Edgar's crimes, made me learn all the terrible things she knows. The toy chest where she hid the children, her and Edgar's children, hidden, silent and alone, left to scamper inside the manor walls. She did it for me, for him. What? She is insatiable, an empty pit of horrible beauty and desire. She wants to show me it all, but I can no longer bear to see it. She wants everything from me, things I cannot give. I close my eyes, but I can still see what she shows me. Yes, my eyes are the problem, so out they must come. What? Okay. What did you do, Michael? He took his eyes out for whatever reason. You left Tasha to be killed by Mary. Yeah. Then you gouged out your own eyes. Yep. And then I'm guessing Eve, Mary, or Edgar got you. Michael gouged out his eyes and then stumbled across the floor. Okay. Bleeding, blinded and dying, he clawed himself up to this desk. Oh, Michael, no. I can still see what she shows me. Ooh, the dagger. We're gonna need that. This is a special dagger. Grab the dagger. Oh, wow. I've got to get out of this room. It's raining blood. That's kind of cool. Get out of my head, Eve. Ooh, look at that painting over there. That's a nice painting. Can I grab the dagger? Wait, no. Can I grab the dagger? They mentioned a special dagger. Oh, I see you, but hold on. Let me grab this.
Such beautiful things to see.
Stop it! Get out of here. Okay, can I take the dagger? Could this dagger be the one described in the Book of Rituals? Probably. Grab it. Investigate the dagger. Ooh, look at the handle. Mary and Michael also referenced a dagger in their notes. Why is it here now? The etchings on the pommel seem ancient, but the blade shows no signs of rust or decay. The amount of paranormal energy emanating from the dagger is astounding. It's almost too strong to touch. I'm gonna read the dagger. You hear Michael's voice behind you.
This is Eve's dagger. She used it to free her eyes. Same as I used it to free mine.
Okay, eyeball knife.
You used it to free us all.
Eyeball knife. Okay. You take the dagger and place it in your backpack. So maybe I gotta stab Edgar's eyes in the basement. Somebody's eyes gotta go. What? There's a key in the drawer. Oh, the drawer opened. You take the cellar key and put it in your backpack. Ooh! We're going to the cellar. We're going to the cellar. Want to play a game? Damn phone. Hello? Pizza Hut calling. Or did you go? What do you want?
I will show you what's in the cellar.
Okay. Alright, Eve, I'll meet you. I love how calm we are. We're so dumb, but we're so calm. I really appreciate that. Have you been missold, PPI? Like, they gave me the cellar door key. They want me to go down there, so go down there. I'll not disappoint them. What? Return to the first floor. What an odd sentence to say. I don't want to disappoint the ghosts. Ooh. See, that's a no for me right there. The toy chest, I would go through the walls to avoid this. You better stop. You better stop. Well, that's not fair. That's not fair, Eve. Get out of here. Eve continues to taunt me. She'll be waiting downstairs in the cellar. My guy, turn your head. The amount of paranormal energy within the cellar is formidable. There we go. Edgar and Eve will have the advantage. You return to the first floor of the manor and head to the cellar door. Ooh. Loading. 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 You arrive at the cellar door. I unlock the cellar door with my key. Okay, it's go time. It's go time. I really don't want to go down there. Well, you don't want to disappoint them. Remember? I can't disappoint them. Backwards. Okay. Eve is leading the way. Backwards. Oh, goody. Alright. Follow Eve. I like that the little music box went. That's cute. Here we go. Maybe it's you don't want to disappoint them because of what they do to you. Maybe. Oh. See if there's anything to interact with before I open the door. Nope. Alright. Approach the door. Open the door. You know, I'm impressed that our little maid could hear this. Because I'm like, where was she? It's getting more oppressive the further I go in. Because I'm like, normally you can't hear stuff through stone. Well, guess we're on the southwest wing first. Wow, so much wine. Looks like I found the wine collection. I wonder how many bottles would fit inside the backpack. You want to be a thief, I see. Oh my god. Am I really gonna be a thief? Browse the wine rack. Many of these wines are over 200 years old. I should come back here later to inspect the collection. Great, we're a thief. There are notes on the desk. That's not a desk, that's a cabinet. And a phone. Interesting. Day 1. Looks like I will be documenting my findings on this expedition via candlelight. All power is out, so no recordings or photographs. A shame, as logging my first discovery could have been much easier and accurate with a working camera. As it turns out, Atherton Manor is a treasure trove of paranormal artifacts. The sheer volume of occult items, supernatural reference books, and ritual manuals is astounding. I had no inkling that Edgar Atherton was so well versed and practiced in the occult. This is a historically significant opportunity which I plan to research thoroughly. Atherton's collection is simply fantastic. The only apprehension I have is that Wallace Paranormal had no record of Atherton's proficiency with the occult artifacts either. Day 1. A couple hours later. It seems the contents of the library may hold the key to Mr. Atherton's intentions. Paintings of Saint Germain, the Grimoire of Biram, and other rare artifacts point to an obsession with everlasting life. The attention to mythology and details indicate experimentation, but his fanatical fascination seems almost religious. But who is he paying homage to, and for what end? I can't honestly say as I try to read this. Christopher has found a rather old spirit board and has his mind set on conducting a seance tomorrow night. I'm not opposed. Tasha has understandable reservations. Regardless, I trust that Chris will use caution in his experimentation. John Rios, lead occultist. Lead occultist. John's notes should prove to be very helpful. He was impressed with Edgar's collection of books and artifacts. Seems corporate didn't give John's team information on the extent of Atherton's proficiency with the occult either. Okay. Gonna read that next page. Day 2. John was concerned about Tasha. Apparently, Mary was only interested in her for the most part. Tasha showed John the secret study prior to the seance. Perhaps it was John who laid those books and notes out on the table. If so, thanks, John. They saved my life. John was also onto Michael's descent into madness brought upon by Eve. Only one day into our investigation, and the team is already frightened and divided. The supernatural presence in this house is palpable and real. Tasha is terrified of the outcome of tonight's seance and has shut herself off from Michael and Chris. She claims that an entity has been stalking her and that we are no longer safe here. Her hysterical outbursts are distracting, but her intuition has more than made up for her caterwauling. Her special talent pointed us to a hidden room belonging to Edgar Atherton. The tombs inside the hidden room have provided great clarity. I believe I know what Atherton was after, but I await the results of the seance tonight to confirm my suspicions. Michael found the key to the second floor yesterday night, so I paid him a visit to look around. What I found was chilling, to say the least. I also fear something may be influencing his behavior. The pieces are starting to come together, but I need more time and information. I'm hoping the seance tonight provides clarity. Okay. I hope I find more of John's notes. They are proving to be quite helpful. Ring, ring. Hello, Krusty Krab. How can I help you?
I'm glad you're here.
Okay. I'm not. Answered the cellar phone. The calls are coming from inside the house. Approach the exit door. Okay. Open the exit door. Head north. We're not... Okay. What's up? Okay, bye. Continue north. Approach door.
I feel like I shouldn't go the ghost way.
I was like, we have all these other hallways. I don't like that the floor seems to have disappeared. Either. Maybe, or the ceiling. Careful, Nina. Name might be breaking. Open the door. Someone or something is holding the door closed. There, it's loose now. Enter the intersection. Get out of here, Eve. Eve continues to play follow the leader. Okay. I don't know why I did this big loop when I could have just gone back the way I came and went across the hall. I'm glad we're going the right way. Go this way. Oh, wow. Wow, so many books. Ooh, my concern would be the mildew. Right, condensation, everything, because... Hello? Spooky... Another study. No, there was like a spooky skeleton in the corner there for a second. Check it out. Push the bookcase. It's a big tome. These books are on par with the library in terms of antiquity, maybe even more so. Spooky, scary skeletons. Another book regarding banishments of haunted objects. Investigate the book. Some very interesting passages here. They are similar to the rituals found in the secret library room, so I should probably take note. Lesser banishments, greater. Let's get some demon banishments. Banishing demons who haunt inanimate objects. Artifacts must be used on the haunted vessel against ancient or demon level powers. The only artifact I found so far is the Achenerum dagger. Okay. Greater banishments. Banishing spirits who haunt inanimate objects. For greater hauntings of a vessel, a forceful confrontation with the haunted vessel is required for those more powerful spirits. This would mean an Edgar level entity. Okay? Lesser banishments. Banishing spirits who haunt inanimate objects. For lesser spirits haunting a vessel, vessels must be cleansed with traditional regents. I probably could have used this on Eve's painting upstairs. Okay. So are you... The information would have been nice to know as part of my training sessions. Now what else is in this room? I'm sorry, do you want me to go back upstairs and cleanse her painting? More notes between those stacks of books. Get the note then. Day 3. The seance gave me clarity, but at great cost. Christopher is now dead at the hands of the vengeful spirit of Mary Chaucer. I fear Tasha may be next. In fleeing the parlor, I found Mary's journal in the conservatory and a spare key to the cellar. It is now apparent where I must go. The answers I seek are not contained in the library or the second floor, but rather in the cellar below us. I must return to the secret room, gather my research, and enter the cellar. Tasha's always feared the place, and I suspect I will find out why. Day 3. An hour later. I skulk my way back to the library by lantern light. I can hear Tasha screaming in the dining room, but I cannot help her. Upstairs, Michael's voice echoes and moans down the stairs. I must find my way to the library and then into the cellar to stop this madness. I find what I seek under the bizarre painting in the secret study. A white rabbit indeed. Mr. Atherton. I know what you're up to, but not by what means you managed to accomplish it. This has become more than just research now. This is a moral imperative. This manor must be cleansed. John was putting things together, solving the mystery. What did he discover in the secret study that made him think he could defeat Edgar? Well, let's read the next page. Day 3. Continued. John thought that the means to stop Edgar were down here in the cellar. Okay. John found Tasha's remains on the way down here. I can only hope he didn't face a similar fate. I crossed the vestibule and entered the dining room to find blood on the floors and curtains. What I find in the kitchen is a massacre. Tasha is unrecognizable and the walls and cabinets are painted with her. I enter the cellar quietly, locking the door behind me, and pray that what I need to stop Abberton is here. Oh, that's just where it ends? Okay. John was narrowing in on Atherton's motives and schemes. I need to summon John and find out what he knew. I'm going to summon John real quick. Hello, John. Hello, John. Summon a spirit guide. I'm speaking directly to the spirit of John Rios. John, please guide this spirit board. What's up, John?
I am here. But I warn you. You will not escape this place.
Thanks, John. Love the vote of confidence. We'll see about that, John. What was Edgar Atherton looking for? Undying life. Okay, immortality, essentially. Is there a way to stop him? The pilot moves the word yes. Tell me how to stop Edgar Atherton. Take the dagger, okay? Got the dagger. Stab yourself. Stab the painting. Stab something in the cellar. To the chapel. Chapel? Is there a chapel down here? Oh! Looks like you said too much, John. Thank you. All right, take out your eyes.
You can't win. We're all cursed. Everyone set foot in this house.
You know, maybe you quit doubting me and helping me. Do this. A final warning from John. I won't be getting any further information from the spirit board now. It gets a little schmucky. I'll take the dagger to the chapel with faith that John was telling the truth. Right, that'll explain why Eve did it and why she got Michael to do it. All right. Oop, approach the parchment. The parchment looks interesting. Wow, it's ancient. Caliclem Satura Buntor Come O Quad Hai Povit. I have seen this rune all over the manor. The words are Latin, but I don't know their meaning. This doesn't look like Ecclestia cult Latin. Could be some kind of vulgar Latin. I'm unsure of the dialect. Well, what if I use the power of the Google? Will it be able to translate it for me? It's highly charged with paranormal energy. What does it say? They will fill the cup with what he provides? Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, what is he providing? Eyes? I better read it. Read the parchment! The cup must be filled with that which it grants. Okay, well, my Google Translate was close enough. Another cryptic message. That rune, the dagger, and Edgar's ambitions. They're starting to make more sense now. Didn't John tell us immortality? Like, that we got it. That's what it is. Stronger energy coming from the north. That's where the chapel is, I'm guessing. Alright, let's go. I don't know, can I? Yeah, no, it won't let me leave. Okay, so I have to go this way. Go, my little mice friend. Pew, 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 pew. We'll follow them. We gotta go north. Don't mind the missing textures. Get out of here, Eve. Get out of here. Get out of here. I need to focus. This place is trying to rattle me. I ain't rattled. Get annoyed. What's up, scary skeleton man? Get out of here. Farmer manifestations taking place down here, but they are not the previous team members. Possibly the missing people stated in the report. Most likely. Oh look, a trapdoor. A room full of tables. Not what I was expecting. Oh, this is where they put the bodies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is where they put the bodies. Oh my god, is Edgar still just alive? You pick up the note from the operating table. Day 4. This basement is more than I could have hoped for. I have uncovered Atherton's private library. The texts and tomes gathered here are a masterwork. Some of these books were mere rumors, and had I not held them, I would refute their very existence. This particular passage is very compelling. Tenebras Artenas evadere mucron utendum est notare immortalis quada dederet calcium cerebuntor qui tenebrae non vani sermanis actor immortalis mortis. Yeah, totally can read Latin. He outlines a ritual where the subject is branded with a tattoo. After completion, it states that the bearer of the mark shall never know the darkness of death. Edgar Atherton's quest for immortality definitely culminated with this act. However, there's one piece missing. The Atenirum dagger must be used to perform the ritual successfully. If he does in fact possess that dagger, it would be worth every possible danger to find it. The dagger is the key to this. I am very certain of it. John Rouse, lead occultist. John did a deep dive into the tomes and scrolls within the cellar library. The fact that he had time to read a book while murderous ghosts were upstairs, impressive. He found a tome that describes a ritual that applies a rune to the subject. The bearer of the rune will never know the darkness of death, so they're immortal. Edgar must have performed the ritual as part of his quest for immortality. The dagger of Atenirum, this must be the dagger I see from the second floor. The dagger is required for the ritual. Why would Michael have had it in his possession? And why would John tell me to bring it to the chapel? Still many questions to be answered. Very, I agree. Leave the note. Oh, look at that! Bodies! Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Corpses on the table! Something dripping from the ceiling. My jam! Who spilled my strawberry jam? This trapdoor must lead to the conservatory on the first floor. Is everyone in this team some kind of lead? I'm guessing so, you know. Lead investigator. Lead occult person. Lead tech person. This blood trail looks like as if something was dragged along the floor past the exit. These flies are loud. Alright, the trail leads out of the room. I'm trying to open the door. Alright, follow the blood trail. That's easy enough. The blood trail continues under the entrance to the northeast room. Eve? Eve hasn't attacked yet. I wonder what she's waiting for. Honestly, at this point, I don't know. Open the door. There's whispering coming from behind the door. Enter the room. The room looks like a makeshift morgue. A little bit. What is on the wall? I guess mirrors? Operating table. Is that a scale? No, that's like to, I think, measure people. Who are you measuring in here? Sir, I know you're dead, but can you stand up real quick so I can measure your height? An old operating table. And old surgical tools. Okay. The blood trail ends at the metal table at the far end of the room. You know what's crazy? This looks like the morgue table I had to make for like one of my 3 projects in college. Then again, there were only so many reference photos to pick from in that project, so I'm wondering if just like everybody had to do it. That table is pulsating with paranormal energy. In fact, this room is filled with it. I investigate the table. It looks like an autopsy table. Read that table. Another body. A bloody body. A floating body. More floating body. He's got skeleton legs. A manifestation. Oh, this must be a children. Oh.
Drag down to be dismembered and burned to ash.
You see how tall the adult lady characters were, and then you recall how tall Eve is? Read the medal table. I'd be concerned if I didn't know you made movies. Well, I mean, it was for college. And it was for video games. Mind you, I went to school to learn how to make video games. And then all my film stuff I learned on the fly in the indie scene. The guests were murdered on the second floor and then dropped through trapdoors. Oh, that makes sense now. Then dragged here to be disposed of. So it's like a... what's his name? H.H. Holmes' house? The final destination of the manor's guests. What's up, man? Get out of here. Get. Go on. Skedaddle. Spirits are materializing, but Eve is suspiciously absent. Okay, I guess we're going with this. Did you ever make a finished video game? I'm trying to remember. I think we did, but, you know, it was a class project. But no, I'm trying to remember. I want to say yes, but it was, like, very basic. Very, like, one level. I think all we did was, like, walk and talk. Because we spent all our time using 3D, or not 3D, motion capture suits. So we spent all our time fixing the motion capture data. So it was pretty much like, walked up to a guy. Or no, that wasn't the game. That was just an animation sequence. I feel like I have to head north. If we did, I don't have the files for it. The door is emanating some powerful energies indeed. It's the only reason I know so much about video games. The bulk of the energy is coming from behind it. That's definitely the source. Yeah, I don't know why they made me walk across, but sure. Approach the door. There's that rune again. The power behind this door is considerable. That must be the entrance to the chapel. I'm gonna read the code before I go in.
This is where the trenches were formed. Where the dagger cuts. Where the rune feeds.
Where the rune feeds. Read all the notes in the game. Yay! Whatever forces powering the cellar is definitely behind this door. Let's see, you did computing at university, did a game development unit at university, did a video game for your final year, but you learned nothing. Everything I know about game development, I learned by doing it. That is fair. My school was, the degree I pursued was the artistic side, so, like, I didn't really do any of the coding or developing side. I mainly did, you know, sculpt the character, make the character, shade the character, light the character, animate the character, texture the character, all that. I pretty much did everything but be like,
How do I make a story? What would be a good story? Should it be an RPG? Should it be a visual novel?
like, didn't do that. I only did the artistic side. Sometimes those classes were a nightmare. But it was fun. It was fun working in Maya and making stuff and animations and everything and, like, rendering it out. That was always the fun part. Being like, alright, time to render. Can't use my computer for the next 8 hours. This is the chapel. I wonder if rendering's gotten way better. Because this was like over a decade ago. Another of John's notes. Glad to see he made it this far. That's concerning, because John is clearly not alive. You pick up the note. Day 4. I remain in the basement poring over the contents of Edgar's research, and I believe I have found the secret to his power. This rune, when tattooed to a human during a rather heinous ritual, supposedly grants the bearer immortality. Man, when tattooed. I thought they said branded earlier. You should brand them with the mark. I guess tattooing works. Well, whoever's tattooing better have a steady hand. This is interesting. I've seen this symbol all over the manor and on the parchment in the cellar library. This symbol must be the mark John's previous notes mentioned. Read the next note. Ooh, hold on before I read the next note. I basically learned nothing at university. I just turned up for lectures and classes, felt stupid for a few hours, and went back to my room, and somehow managed to scrape my way through a half-decent grade despite never actually learning how to do assignments. Oh man, so they just talked at you? Oh yeah, no, like, they gave us computers, and, like, we had labs, and we would, like, sit there in the computer labs, you know, working on them. That's crazy. But look at you now! making your own games. The symbol is a combination of summoning runes within a summoning sigil. It's clear now. Edgar made a pact with several demons to gain immortality. Oh boy. What is intriguing about this symbol is that it does appear within any of the plethora of ancient tomes I have studied, nor within the vast library continued within the manor. Oh, I think that's supposed to be it doesn't appear. The symbol was created by Edgar Atherton. There are 6 powerful summoning runes within the symbol. Each demon represented is a terrifying prospect on its own, but 6? Atherton was either very brave or very foolish. I will continue to decipher his notes, and hopefully I can learn how to rid this place of these foul inhabitants. I kind of recognize this one, but I don't remember their name. But essentially, was it the Book of Solomon? Keys of Solomon? It's Solomon stuff. That's where you can get them sigils. Oh, look, he's got their paintings. Looks like the last note from John on the communion bench. Alright. Get some reading. You pick up the note from the bench. If anyone finds these notes, please take heed. This manor isn't a dwelling place for wrong spirits. It's a death trap. I feel like you should have put this note at the beginning, but that's fine. The cup must be filled with that which it grants. That is the definition of the symbol. In order to grant life, it must be given life. It must take life, human life. The rooms, the parties, the ghosts, all devices to lure people here to be drained of their many lives. I don't think Atherton ever unbound his circle of 6. I believe they are still bound within this place, feeding on terror and human suffering. We were toyed with the entire time. We were only to serve for their amusement as they relish our terror. I cannot begin to fathom the extent of their crimes. All those innocent people killed, all of them dropped down the trapdoors, dragged to the morgue and burned. I can hear them scuttling towards me, cackling and taunting, building my fear to the point of madness. We hunger, we will be fed. Well, here's the thing. This is what, 1984? And Eve's whole thing happened 1918? Something around that time frame. So, I imagine what? In theory, could you not just kill like 1 to 2 people every 100 years? Because it's like, okay, this guy has like 60 years left. Boom, I now have 60 years. Or is it like, no, I have to feed you every month? Which would be silly. John didn't make it. He was being played with the entire time. Edgar and Eve were in complete control, extending their murder spree to include the entire team. This goes far beyond anything corporate described. I was not prepared for this. Oh, boo. Well, I guess we'll leave the note then. Oh, it's bloody now. What? Oh, it's raining. I'm where you want me, Eve, so knock it off. That book on the altar, I must confirm my suspicions and then get the hell out of here. Then I would have actually got a job and not been siding with student debt for a useless degree. It happens. I mean, I'm not using my degree for anything. It's the Tome of Immortalis contain the rune ritual, so everybody loves student loan debt, right? It's great. We all got it. Ooh. I will say I worked my ass off to pay it off, but boy, it did take a minute. I essentially relied on the kindness of my friends to feed me because I was like, I don't need to buy food. I could pay off my student debt. The Ritual Immortalis. You skim through the pages describing the application of the Immortalis rune. Atherton performed his ritual on himself. John was incorrect, though. It wasn't a tattoo. The rune was carved into his flesh by the atronym dagger. Dude, do you see how sharp that is? Man, he must have precision. Very sharp like a scalpel. He did achieve immortality, not in flesh, but in spirit. I don't think that's what he wanted. As well as dominion over the dead, over those he kills. Via an eternal pact with the Circle of 6. His immortality comes at the cost of hundreds of lives. Weird. He would kill his guests with a dagger, feeding his rune in the process. Then drag their bodies down here to dispose of them. The cup must be filled with that which it grants. Okay, so maybe he had to do like a body a day? That came from Edgar's portrait. Okay, Edgar, I'm here.
I am pleased you made it this far, so that you may know of my many trials, and that you brought my dagger back to me. But as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end.
I've got to get out of here.
Let me take this opportunity to introduce you to my wife. Although I'm certain you two have already met.
Your soul is ours.
Where's she coming? I'm holding it! I was holding right click. The Athertons add one more occupant. I was holding it.
Soul is ours.
You return to the chapel. I only have moments before Eve returns. I need to figure out a way to dispel her. Okay. Perform the banishment ritual. I'll put a protective circle of salt on the floor first. I don't even... Where? Now a pentagram of sage in the center. There's like benches here. Where am I putting this? Oh, she knocked me back. You are thrown out of the chapel. Eve is going to attack. You return to the chapel. So what I'm getting is Eve is in on the whole time, despite how it initially seemed. What I don't get is why Edgar has to do the ritual to remain a ghost, whereas the others don't. I don't have time to get a protection circle made, so I'll have to try something else. There are definitely 4 power sources here. I need to remove them from the equation. Okay. Where's the painting? Right? Get rid of her painting, get rid of her. Eve haunts this portrait, so I'll have to banish her from the vessel, right? Okay. The demons we stab, the lesser spirits we use regents, and then the greater spirits you confront. I think, right? That's what it was? I think it's because Edgar is the main one. Like, the rune is attached to him, and Edgar controls all these spirits. So he controls Eve, he controls Mary, so that's why they don't really have to do it. But Edgar needs to. Oh, and apparently we lost some frames. Alright, keeping an eye on that. Right? With how the story has been written, I can see them being like, she's a lesser spirit. Should purge the energy from the painting, forcing Eve to find another vessel. You take a handful, apply to the top of the frame. You take a handful, burnt sage, draw a pentagram on the painting. We'll see if it's right. Yay! It worked. This should keep Eve away unless I screw something else up. Okay, so at least she'll leave me alone for a little bit. Edgar, I imagine, is a greater spirit. Oh. Right, because he's... Oh, I think I have to confront him? No, the demons you confront. I think I stab him. I'm gonna try to stab him. Wait, that wasn't what the book said to do. That's what, number 3? That's number 3. Let me try again. I was right. Confront him. Stab the demons. Also, before I forget myself, ba-bam. 1, 2, and a 3. Alright, confront Edgar. Rah, 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 rah. Speaking directly to the spirit of Edgar Atherton, Regna terra cantata dio passaliat surnus regne terra cantata dea pallicit aradi. Exo sumeus u omnis immundus spiritus omnis satanica potestius omnis incursio infernalis adversari omnis legeo. Omnis and congregatio secta dimpiolica benedictus Deus gloria prati benedictia matri gloria. Edgar's spirit is now exorcised from the painting. Right, see, diabolica. Okay, we got the tablet. Where's our other source of energy? Just tablet? Tablet tab. Tablet tab! Stab this. But it said 4 sources of power. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the 4th source.
It's my fear that feeds them.
Stab it! Thrust! Stab the demons! Surprisingly, it penetrates a stone with little effort. This line, you just gotta sound confident as you say it. That's true, that's like half of it. Just, you know, like, you know. The dagger destroyed the tablet. Perfect. Better take the dagger so it can't be used against me. Smart. One of the smartest things you've done so far. Now we can approach the book. I don't know why we didn't just stay where we were and turn around, but you know. The book is the remaining source of energy within the room. I've got to destroy it before Atherton regains his strength. Recite the banishment spell. Jam tibi impero et principia malani spiritus, un confestum malata et curcule omnis. Oh, hey, look at that guy over there. Sorry, terro calama et forto esque sani omni demon me tem anima quam. Corporis absqua omni lasonia cujunsque creatures elve et un locum adjustamiso tibi. Oh, more of them are appearing. Deputatum in momentum et icto oculi abyss ect hec. I'm trying to read here, guys.
Use salted sage on the book. Bah.
You pour a circle of salt around the book. Make it salty. Make it a salty book. More spirits. Then you draw a pentagram of burnt sage. Get out of here. And then I'm gonna stab the book. You take the Atonarium dagger and plunge it into the tome of Immortalis. I'm surprised I didn't go for the center, but that works. Hi, baby. Hi, Russell. The front breaks when it has to do the AE character. I don't even know what that means. You're thrown across the room. You hear that, Russell? I'm thrown across the room. Oh. Careful, son. You're headbutting the mic, I see.
Now you shall deal with me directly, and all the powers of hell at my disposal.
Thank you for headbutting my microphone, Russell. Whee! You are thrown down the hallway by a supernatural force. The font, sorry. What does that mean, the font breaks? Like, do I not say anything? Is it an an E sound? Edgar Atherton prowls in these halls. Please tell me I got him. You return to the center of the cellar. I'm already in the center of the cellar. The dagger hasn't destroyed the book yet, so Edgar will return soon. Okay. Edgar has returned. You become a permanent resident of Atherton Manor. It doesn't display properly when that's the character. I'll have to redo it. I hoped it would save after every iteration. You returned to the center of the cellar. Okay, make sure my light's on so I'm ready. I'm ready to hold. It's just something I noticed. Oh, okay. Dagger hasn't destroyed, so he'll return soon. I'm trying to listen for him because you can kind of tell what direction he's coming from. You return to the center of the cellar. Okay. Why do they keep telling me that? So, am I supposed to do something? Or just this? I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something else. That's 3 now. You return to the center of the cellar. See, like, what? The dagger hasn't destroyed the book yet, so Edgar will return soon. But the dagger... okay. What am I supposed to be doing? I can't move. I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something. Or maybe my game is bugged. Edgar is defeated. You return to the chapel. Yay! Defeated Edgar Atherton. The Tome of Immortalis is destroyed. Good. That foul book can never harm anyone again. I'm wondering if maybe on harder difficulties, you like move around this space. Take a moment to collect yourself. Okay, time to head back upstairs. Like maybe on like Nightmare or something, you keep moving from different rooms to rooms. And then like you have to fight him more times and then you go back to the center and that's why it has that dialogue there. Well, I guess I'll tell the corporate that they can come get all these fancy tome books. Right? How about anyone else who's dealing with spooky ghosts? Return to the manor entrance. With Edgar gone, the energies keeping the main manor doors closed will have dissipated, and I can get out of here. Oops, kitchen. I'll call a cab and get back home. Then, first thing tomorrow morning, I'll resign from Wallace Paranormal Investigations. Nah, bro, I'll be like, I want a desk job. I want to catalog and like digitize all those books we found. The manor certainly seems different. That's what I would suggest. I'd be like, hey, I just did this. Other teams died. This is what I want. It feels clean. Huh? There's a large book on the dining room table. That's missing a space. It wasn't there when I first came into this room. Don't look at it. Alright, I'll approach the book. Right, I'm waiting for the plot twist. Looks like some kind of ledger. Take that with us. Probably all the names of the people that died here. First date is December 30th, 1925. The expenses cover Edgar's purchase after Mary and Eve's death. Man, this guy threw some pretty extravagant parties. He also paid off the local authorities. Right, kind of figured that. Ooh, this is not a crime. The last 2 entries. This can't be right. These can't be right. The second to last entry. A check for $250K. Let me guess. Payable to Wallace Paranormal Foundation. Ooh, they paid for me to lose? 1984. Oh, so we are in the 80s. And the last entry. Or, wait, no, that's the previous team. A check for $1 million. How did a ghost pay you money? Payable to Wallace Paranormal Investigations. I'm sorry, how did a ghost pay you? With today's date.
Yeah, I was a sacrifice.
I have to get out of here. Take the book with you. Take the book with you. How? There are no happy endings. Read the ledger. Oh. Finish curse. That took 3 hours. Very nice. Yay! Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, I was like, how did a ghost pay y'all $1 million? Also, wow, just me, a new hire, is worth $1 million? Oh my god. And the previous team was only, had like 4 people, and they were only worth like 1/4 $1 million. Man, I'm so expensive? Sure, my lord. I see. Waiting for the credits to roll. I was like, what? Music box, you gonna go? Presents. Curse. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Not all of the parts. Like, obviously some of the dialogue was a little, but that's fine. Ooh. He goes by Danger? Okay. Voice acting. Oh, the talking ghosts, that's right. Evil inspiration and marketing. Special thanks. You guys are going by fast. Thank you for playing Curse. Curse is trademark of Stormlord Games LLC 2023. Oh, it's reserved stormlordgames.com. Probably 4 more than you. Right, probably way more than I was getting paid for this job. But I'm like, they just hired me, so why would the cost be so much more for one person? Would it not be the opposite way? What's up, music box? I'm guessing if you defeat this game on like nightmare mode or whatever, you get like the true ending. I'm guessing. Ooh, backwards. Chris and John wrote the story. Do I need to click something? I'm gonna left click. Nope. Space. Right click. Left click. Nope. This is just part of it. Okay. Maybe I gotta hit escape? No, it's just a long music box scene. Okay. That works. Oh, wait. I'm still in it, folks. It's a lot of blood, though. Oh, look, the house isn't as pretty anymore. I think I'm seeing it for what it truly is. Oh, no!
Will come down and join us.
No!
You can't. We're all cursed. Everyone except you.
I wish they kept the subtitles because I couldn't really understand what they were saying. Discovered the second ending. What? You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave? 58 hours later. Wait, what's happening? Investigation corporate office. What do you mean second ending? How did I get that? Okay. Paranormal investigators. Hello?
Hello, this is Jonathan at corporate. Our last investigator sent to Atherton Manor has not contacted the main office within a 72-hour time period and is now considered missing in action. Since you are the nearest field agent to the manor, you are assigned to retrieve this agent. If you cannot retrieve the agent, please report the agent's status back to corporate as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll head over to the manor as soon as I can and report my findings. Interesting. Maybe that's why they paid $1 million, because he's like, we're just gonna keep sending agents every 72 hours. Okay. Hello, darkness. I see my mouse. Gonna run it. Oh! Steam just closed. Okay. What? Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna reopen it real quick. What? Like, was that part of it, or did just Steam just crash? I don't, I don't understand. All right, hold on. Hold on. Hit play real quick. Open that bad boy back up. Because I was like, oh, I'm in OBS now. Right? Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, yeah, no, that's that. That's the end of that. Okay. How many times did I die? I think 4? I want to say? Yeah, 4, because he got me. Silly basement scenes. Alright, that is going to be it for today. I don't want to push the luck with my stream. I saw that we dropped like 3,000 frames, so like 0.1% of the entirety of the stream, and like it kept going from like 4 bars to 3 bars, so I'm like, I don't want to push it. So we'll end the stream here today and be thankful, and then tomorrow we'll do our neighbor, and if we have enough time, we can get started on the other stuff. But thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this fun little silly tee horror game. And until next time, this is Massey. Bye-bye.